Hell yeah. I mean, I'm going right here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There we go. All right, we're live on all the places. And I'm happy to be here. Chat. Once again, welcome to the Kurotsuki channel. We are going to cover, finally, we are getting to my favorite Final Fantasy game. Now, mind you, okay? Mind you, I'm a little bit biased because Final Fantasy XII is the only Final Fantasy game that I've actually played through the whole thing. The only one. So, like, you know, I'm a little biased. Listen, I remember when I was a young Kuro and I saw the intro trailer for Final Fantasy XIII. I think I was like watching G4 TV. For those that know, yeah, G4 TV, which used to be like a gaming TV station, and they showed the trailer for Final Fantasy XII, and I said, "This shit is amazing. This shit rocks. Oh my god, this is super cool." So I then bought it. You know, I forgot how I finagled a way to actually play it because I didn't own any PlayStation. Well, I owned the PlayStation 1 and then the PlayStation 3, but I never owned a 2. I think I had to like borrow it from my cousin at some point, probably to play Final Fantasy 12. But yeah, Final Fantasy 12 was the first and only Final Fantasy game, mainline game, that I played all the way through. Right, I played, and I also just really like the world of Final Fantasy XII. So, like, the Evilist Alliance, as they call it. So, Final Fantasy Tactics and Revenant Wings, those are all within, like, the Final Fantasy XII sphere thing. And that, you know, that's what I played. That's what I love playing. So, with that in mind, this is going to be... yeah, this is gonna be a little deck tech here of Balthier and Fran, because there were only 3 options for Final Fantasy XII. We're not gonna say we could not say that Final Fantasy XII was the most represented of the commander decks, or of the Final Fantasy cards in the Final Fantasy set. There was only 3 options. There was Princess Ashe of Dalmasca, who was an uncommon 3-mana, like 3/3 that just says like ETB, look for an artifact and put it into your hand in the top 6. It's like, wow, okay. And then Vaughn, the like, you know, like pseudo main character, unlike the most pseudo you could get. The pseudo main character, who's just like a mono red scout pirate rogue commander leader thing, which I just didn't want to. I just don't. It just ain't me. It just ain't me. But Balthier and Fran, you know, we can do something here. I do already own a blue-white vehicles commander, so I thought I'd be all vehicles out. But I gotta say, the space set that is Edge of Eternities, with their preview tomorrow, I've gotten like even more excited for like the concept of just like ships and stuff flying around. So I got over my love for Shurikai as my vehicle commander, and I'm gonna go, you know what, let's see what Balthier and Fran can do. So yeah, I honestly, I'll probably build this if I can get my hands on the Surge foil with the numbers in the background of Balthier and Fran. I'll probably throw this deck together. So this will be like my Final Fantasy deck that I have. What the MTG you play? Hey, Love Commander. Hey, Big Rob. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. So we're playing, or we're building Balthier and Fran. And if you know anything about my format, we're gonna start out with a couple topics, right? So we look at the deck. We look at the commander itself. Then we break down what the commander is asking of us. And then step by step, we go through that process, okay? So, let's start us off. We have Balthier and Fran. a 1 red and a green 4/3 legendary creature human rabbit that has reach, and vehicles you control get +1/+1 and have vigilance and reach. And then as well, whenever a vehicle crewed by Balthier and Fran this turn attacks, if it is the first combat phase of the turn, you may pay 1 green and red. If you do, after this phase, there is an additional combat step. So, what this says, right? Like, very straightforward, this commander is a vehicle commander, right? Just passively, by having our commander on the field, all of our vehicles get +1/+1 and have vigilance and reach, right? All of them. They just all do. That is their passive thing. Then, on top of that, if we when we attack for the first time, we do get an extra combat step if we pay 3 mana. But do note that it doesn't untap anything, right? So, like, whenever a vehicle crewed by Balthier and Fran this turn attacks, if this is the first combat phase of the turn, you may pay 3. And if you do, after this phase, there's an additional combat phase. It doesn't untap our stuff, right? It doesn't say, like, untap all your things and then there's an additional combat step, which is typically okay because the vehicles have vigilance, so they don't have to tap to an attack in the first place. But that is something to remember that is different from most extra combat abilities and commanders, is that they're not making any of our stuff untap, okay? So we all have to remember that as we go forward with this. When we're looking at, extra combat triggers and everything like that, does it matter if they untap? Can they just attack again? Blah, blah, blah. Make my opponent an unwilling grinder their own creatures too? Yes. Yes. Alright, so the first topic here for Balthier and Fran is certainly going to be, I have it right here, let's go over vehicles, right? And not just any vehicles, chat. We're gonna, there's multiple types of vehicles, right? There's red ones, there's green ones, and there's colorless ones. So let's go over specifically the red vehicles first, right? So, boop. Our first topic is red vehicles. Red vehicles. And now, chat, this is the part where you give me some suggestions of red vehicles that would go in the Balthier and Fran deck. Bello Bard of the Brandles is a backup plan. That is entirely possible. Yeah, no, that's like super possible. Yeah, that's super fair. That's super fair. But we're gonna put that in the like kind of vehicle typo first, right? But right now, I need your help to find the best red vehicles in Magic. The best red ones. Any suggestions? What do you got? I got the Scryfall open right here on the side ready. Reaver Titan, that is a colorless one. We will be going over colorless, but I want the red ones first, okay? Because if we just throw every vehicle to the plate, we might not have enough green ones, might not have enough red ones. This is an exploration of what they have in Magic, right? An exploration here. So what red vehicles do we have? Oh, RMS Titanic. Yep. I like that one a lot. That is a good call. That is a good call. Boop. Doot. Boop. All right. First one, RMS Titanic. Correct. What else we got? Dreadship. Dreadship. Marauding Dreadship. So a 3-mana 4/1 with haste. When it enters, incubate 2. Okay, and then crew 2. Doesn't seem too great. Even with Balthier and Fran, it would be a 3-mana 5/2 with haste and incubate 2. Not the biggest fan of that one. Slicer, that is true. He's a vehicle on the back end, though. How does a vehicle fare against Marin that make you sack creatures? Most vehicles are not a creature. The Marin that makes you sack creatures? So vehicles fare pretty good against commanders that make you sacrifice creatures because they're usually not creatures on your opponent's turns. If anything, it sucks for our commander, but our commander could probably crew in response or something like that. Yeah. Yes, there is... No, there's an old green one that makes cats from Kaladesh. Or, not Kaladesh. Kaldheim. Boommobile? Boommobile. Boommobile. Alright, let's... Oh, yeah. 4 mana... Let's get this up on the board for you. Boommobile, 2 red for a 5/5 artifact vehicle. When this vehicle enters, add 4 mana of any one color. Spend this mana only to activate abilities. It has the Exhaust ability. When this vehicle deals Exhaust, this vehicle deals X damage to any target and then put a +1/+1 counter on this vehicle. That's fine. It's there. Happy to see Final Fantasy XII get rep in this set. I am too. It only has 3 reps in the set, technically 4, but you know. Are we rocking any pilots? We will, but right now I need mono red vehicles here. Let's see, boost buggy, Rocketeer boost buggy. That's a multicolor one. Red and green. We'll cover that. We'll cover that soon. Horde hauler. Yep, 4 mana 5/5. Boop. 4 mana 5/5. Trample. Whenever Horde Hauler deals combat damage to the player, create a treasure token for each artifact they control. Super fair. Also, Shurikai is blue white. Shurikai is blue white. What do you think about Shurikai Jeskai engine 2 mana? I have a Shurikai deck actually. That is my OG vehicle commander deck. I really like Shurikai. It's my favorite vehicle commander. However, there's room for like, that's why this is 2 entire other colors, right? Red and green. A lot of the colorless ones will overlap, sure, but like this is a completely other colors. Marauding Dreadship. I think we just did the Dreadship. Yeah. It incubates 2 for like a 5/2 with haste. Gastial Thrill Roller? Let's see. Gastial Thrill Roller, a 3 mana 4/2 with trample haste. When it enters, it becomes an artifact creature until end of turn. Cool. And then we can pay 3 to discard the card, return this card from the graveyard to that. Oh yeah, cool. That's fine. That's actually perfectly fine. New to MTG, Zawardo. Welcome to Magic the Gathering. Gilded Assault Cart. Yeah. Hey, thank you very much for the... Hey, Pappy Slappy. Thank you very much for the resub, friend. I appreciate you. Belligerent wouldn't count? Is it? Correct. The Belligerent would not count because it's is it. Yes. Carball Lightning. Yeah. Gilded Assault Cart here. When it sacrifice 2 treasures, return it from your graveyard to your hand. That's not my favorite, but it is going to be a 6/1 when we put it out. Eska's Chariot, that's going to be in the green section. Magmatic Galleon, there we go. That's a good one. Yeah, Magmatic Galleon is an absolutely banger choice. Ooh. Magmatic Galleon. When it enters the battlefield, 5 damage to target creature an opponent controls, and whenever one or more creatures your opponent's control is dealt excess non-combat damage, create a treasure token, and that triggers for just not more than, like, even more than Magmatic Galleon. It triggers anytime any of our opponent's creatures take any burn damage that's over their toughness, which is pretty easy. Yeah, removal and ramp. You bought a Valgavoth deck, and I'm really having fun playing it. Good, Zawardo. Valgavoth is really, really good. Valgavoth is a very, very good commander. And thank you very much for following. The Raccoon commander that transforms artifacts. Yep, that's Bello. Bello is absolutely gonna be one of our options here. So don't you worry. We're gonna get to Bello in a second. So this 6 mono red vehicles. 6. I think that's a pretty decent start. I personally can't think of any more mono red vehicles that are particularly good. So we're going to go over here to our Moxfield.com list. Shout out to Moxfield.com, sponsor of the channel, but also just in general, my favorite place to build decks online. So if you're going to build... Hey, Covert! Good to see you, friend. If you're going to be building any commander decks online, or pretty much any decks online, Moxfield.com is my preference. And you're going to see why right now. So we have Magmatic Galleon. We have the RMS Titanic. RMS Titanic. Boom Mobile. Horde Hauler. Yes. Horde Hauler. Gastal Thrill. Blah blah blah. And Gilded Assault Cart. Lumbering World Rack. Yeah, the green vehicles I think is going to be a much bigger section, and we're going to do that next, honestly. Gilded Ass Assault Cart. All right. So, and these are specifically, like, yes, they're vehicles, but we got our mono red vehicles here. So, what we're able to do is add a tag, and we're just going to do, for this deck only, we have red vehicles. Red vehicles. Oh yeah, we gotta enable our tags. Disable global tags. Red vehicles. Red vehicles. Red vehicle. Boop. Boop. And boop. Alright. So, I think that was, like, yeah. Red vehicles, there's actually only so many. As shocking as that is, because, like, the original Kaladesh did not have many red vehicles. A lot of them were just colorless. Or red-white, right? So now, we're going to go back here. And we're going to do green ones. That's going to be the next topic of discussion here. So, let's go on back. And chat, I could use some green vehicles. Now, give me all of your things. Yep, Lumbering World Wagon. Yep. Lumbering World Wagon. Say 3. Zoop. Lumbering World Wagon, 3 mana, star 4, power and toughness, or power equals to the number of lands you control. Whenever this vehicle enters or attacks, you may search your library for a basic land card and put it on the battlefield and shuffle. Very, very good. Dodgy Jalopy. Okay, hold on. Dodgy Jalopy, which is a word I've never had to type. Dodgy Jalopy. Power is equal to the highest mana value amongst creatures you control. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. What you're able to do with this one, right? Like, you can attack, right? Say, like, it's just Balthier and Fran out, right? Our commanders. You can swing with them with Dodgy Jalopy. And, like, if it's just Dodgy Jalopy and Balthier and Fran, it'll be 3 power, right? Because it's, like, the highest mana value among creatures you control, so that'd be Balthier and Fran, right? So 3 and then +1 with Balthier and Fran. And then at instant speed, right? Like, in case someone blocks for, you know, more than 4 toughness, you can then crew another vehicle that has a higher, like, mana value than 3. And then now Dodgy Jalopy all of a sudden is bigger. So that's actually pretty cool. And Scavenge from the graveyard is pretty nice. Yep. Hedge Shredder. Yep. Hedge Shredder. Hedge Shredder do be good. Now, we do want to, you know, kind of realize here, because Hedge Shredder is a good vehicle, just all around, right? Like, it's good, but also it's really good for, like, milling. And, you know, it says, like, whenever Hedge Shredder attacks, you may mill 2 cards. And then if one or more lands are put into your graveyard from the library, put them onto the battlefield tapped. We don't mill in this deck, by the way, right? Like, this is red-green vehicles. We don't mill on purpose. Hedge Shredder might literally be the only single time we mill in this deck. And if we mill 2 cards and one of them isn't a land, we kind of, like, wasted our time, right? Like, it actually wasn't good that we did that. So we have to think about Hedge Shredder if it's actually something that we want. Esika's Chariot, yep. Esika's Chariot, the original vehicle to shatter magic. I'd cut it from my list personally. Yeah, I'm kind of on that, Cobert. I'm kind of on that. Yes, Thunderous Velocipede. Thunderous Velocipede, and I have the, like, alternate art for the, yeah, we're gonna switch out the Hedge Shredder. Thunderous Velocipede is quite nice. Thunderous Velocipede, 3 mana, 5/5 with trample. Each other vehicle and creature you control enters with an additional +++ encounter on it if its mana, but if its mana value is 4 or less, is when it gets the plus and plus encounter. And if it's more than 4, it gets 3 plus and plus encounters on it. So that is very, very amazing in terms of the just absolute power that we're going to be able to put out here, thanks to this Velocipede. Let's see, Velo Heart Bike. The list of green vehicles that do anything is short. I mean, you're not wrong. Yep, Velo Heart Bike. Perfectly fair. Perfectly fair. This vehicle enters, you gain 2 life, and then tap for mana of any color. That's fine. Back from your Google search, and the raccoon one is colorless? Really? Oh, the one that makes hamsters, you mean, Crimson Ent. Yes. Earth Rumbler? Earth Rumbler. Or I typed in Earth Fumbler. Which is me. Earth Rumbler, a 5 mana 7/6 with Vigilance and Trample. We can exile an artifact or creature from our graveyard to make into a creature, so we don't even have to actually crew 3 with it, which honestly isn't bad. Alright, that's fair. That's fair. We've literally exhausted the green creatures that do anything. The green, like, vehicles. Yeah, that's, like, super fair. Hey, listen, that's fine. I'm glad that we got these 6, right? Like, we're good to have at least 6 in here. So we know for guaranteed that we've combed through our options of green vehicles, right? We've done that. So, let's go back over to moxfield.com. And then we're going to type these in. Reckoner, Boonbuggies, regular. Yes, we're going to do multicolor next. We're going to do multicolor and then colorless, because obviously colorless has the biggest amount of choices for by far. Lumbering World Wagon. Where are you at? There we go. Lumbering World Wagon. Dodgy Jalopy. Dodgy Jalopy. We got Thunderous Velocipede. Thunderous Velocipede and Essica's Chariot. And Velo Heart Bike. And Earth Rumbler. Earth Rumbler. Alright, Dodgy Jalopy, Earth Rumbler, Essica's Chariot, Valahart Bike, Thunderous Velocipede, and Lumbering World Wagon. Alrighty, let's gonna put this under, boop, green vehicles. Green vehicles. Alright, so we have our mono red vehicles, our green vehicles, and now, my friends, now we can cover the multicolor ones that are, you know, multicolor being only red green. I think our options are actually incredibly limited, but we will see. So let's see, multicolor vehicles. Are we not doing Clamorous Ironclad? Let me see that one. Clamorous Ironclad. Oh, 4 mana 6/3 with Menace and Cycling. That's not too bad. Yeah, I'll add that. We'll add that to the Mox field here. Alright. Yeah, did we already exhaust our abilities, our list of multicolor vehicles? It's actually just the, which one is it? The Salamander Red. Hey, yes you are, Ent. Yes you are helping. Rocketeer Boombuggy, right? Is that it? Rocketeer Boost Buggy. Right. Alrighty. Rocketeer Boost Buggy is going to be our, like, literal only option, it seems. But you know what? We stand a Rocketeer Boost Buggy, right? That's literally it, right? That is the only multicolor. I think it's for duo. Yeah, hey, listen. It be what it be. It be what it be sometimes. So, let's go over to Moxfield, type in Rocketeer Boost Buggy. Alright. You like its alt art? Yeah, the alt art for a lot of the vehicles are pretty cool. This one's actually, yeah, no, you're right. Rocketeer Boom Buggy is really strong. Alrighty. So now, chat, let's go over the colorless vehicles. Yes, the colorless vehicles. There are many. There are indeed many. Colorless vehicles, also known as artifact vehicles, but who's got them? Mech Titan Core for the memes. You know? Did you want to entertain colorless vehicles? Oh, absolutely, Eternal formats, for sure. The rest of these vehicles, Cyber Ship. Boop. What else? We got Nautiloid ship. I almost said Nautiloid gunship. That's not it. Nautiloid. Thunderhawk. Yep. It's just a new vehicle for every Universes Beyond set, because they actually use vehicles in those worlds. Turns out. Surge Hacker Mech. Surge Hacker Mech. What else? Video cut out? Oh, did the video cut out? Oh, video's out. Oh, that's weird. Thank you for that. I don't know what happened there. I have no clue, but thank you very much. All right. And chat, for anyone watching on TikTok, if you do turn your phone sideways, you do see a bigger view, just as an FYI. Unlicensed hearse. Yes, there we go. Yes, unlicensed hearse is a good one. Unlicensed. Unlicensed hearse. Let's see. A honeymoon hearse. Tap 2 on tab creatures you control. Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. It's pretty bad. Rolling hamsphere. Yep. Rolling hamsphere. Yeah, that's going to be a pretty powerful card. Rolling hamsphere is really, really good. Dermotaxi is nearly essential for some extra graveyard hate and access to potentially powerful creatures. Okay. Dermotaxi. Alright, Dermotaxi. Yeah, 2 mana imprint. When it enters the battlefield, exile a creature card from a graveyard. Tap 2 untap creatures you control until end of turn. Dermotaxi becomes a copy of the exiled card, except as a vehicle, in addition to its other types. Okay. Yeah, that's... Alright, cool. Alright, so then let's go over to... We can add Dermotaxi. Oops. Dermotaxi. Dermotaxi, and we have Cyber Ship. Cyber Ship, Nautiloid. Nautiloid, Thunderhawk. Gunship. Surge Hacker Mech. Unlicensed. Unlicensed. Oh my god, I'm just like doing all this wrong. Hearse, there we go. Unlicensed hearse and rolling hamsphere. There we go. Let me get this. Let me get the regular art that you'll most likely see. Yep, unlicensed hearse removes cards from the graveyard. Thunderhawk Gunship gives all of our creatures flying and makes 2/2/2s when it attacks. I mean, that's gonna be huge. Flying, vigilance, and then a double attack with Thunderhawk Gunship. Yeah, I think that's pretty strong. Rocketeer Boom Buggy, that's multicolor. Whenever this vehicle attacks, make a treasure token. This comes on turn 2, so it's pretty good. Rolling Hamsphere, when it enters, it gives +1/+1 for each hamster you control, and when Rolling Hamster attacks, create 3 red hamsters, and deal X damage to any target, where X is the number of hamsters you control. Surge Hacker Mech, ETB, deal damage to equal to twice the number of vehicles you control. Target player. Nautiloid ship, mass remove a graveyard and then be able to throw things into play from that graveyard for free. Dermo Taxi, not for free. And then Cyber Ship. Whenever Cyber Ship deals combat damage to a player, put the top 2 cards of that player's library into the graveyard face down under your control. They're 2/2 Cybermen artifact creatures. Perfect. More things to crew with. Alrighty. I'm just gonna label that one vehicles. Boop. Yep, they're just generic vehicles, right? Even the Rocketeer Boom Buggy doesn't deserve like its own section of like, hey, here's multicolored vehicles, you know? Were there other colorless vehicles? Yeah, we're definitely missing other colorless vehicles, chat. Most definitely. So we're gonna go back over to that screen and chat. Hit me with some more examples. Hit me. Hit me. Sky Sovereign. What else? Conquering? Oh, Conquering Vessel or something, right? Conquerors, thank you. Yeah, I'm like, I don't think it's Conquering. Conqueror's Galleon. Oop. Alright, what else? Midnight Crusader Shuttle. Midnight. For one of the best Doctor Who episodes ever. 4 mana for a 3/4 with colorless Midnight Entity. Whenever Midnight Crusader Shuttle attacks, defending player faces a villain's choice. That player sacrifices a creature or you gain control of a creature of your turn until a creature of your choice, and that player can until end of turn. Whenever you gain control of a creature this way, untap it and it's attacking that player. Yeah. Yep, pretty good. Reaver Titan? Yes, Reaver Titan. Reaver Titan. Go wide with damage? I mean, yeah. Oh, there we go. Reaver Titan. Perfect. Chandra Spark Hunter is a vehicle. Oh, that's so true. We're going to go over vehicle support next, so we don't need to put her down there quite yet. Smuggler's Copter, yeah? Getaway car. Getaway car. Boop. Oh, sorry, this is the car. The Regalia, that's right, the Regalia. The Regalia, 4 mana, 4/4 with haste, and then it'll be a 5/5 with our commander. When the Regalia attacks, reveal cards on the top of your library until you reveal a land card, put into the battlefield tapped, and the rest on your bottom in any order. Any random order. Yep, do you want Clown Car? Yeah, why not? Clown Car. Let's see, X. Whenever Clown Car enters the battlefield, roll X, 6 out of dice. For each odd result, make a 1/1 cloud. For each even result, make a 1/1 token on Cloud Car. That's okay. I mean, it's not like my favorite. It's like okay. I don't like rolling dice in the deck that doesn't care too much about rolling dice. You know? Search Hacker, do you want Clown Card? Right. Recruiter, Scooter is fine? Yeah. Hmm. Okay. Yep. What else? What else? Luther Scooter? We did Luther Scooter, right? Did we do that one? No. I almost typed in Luther, like, I just straight up in Scryfield just typed in Luther Scooter. What's it called? Luther Scooter. Lifecraft engine. Oh, yeah, Lifecraft. Lifecraft engine is very good. Smuggler's Copter, thank you. Smuggler's Copter. Oh, I see another card here. Smuggler's Buggy. Just reward 4. Meh. Smuggler's Copter. Sorry, I forgot my folder path. Alright. There we go. Sorry about that. There we go. Now we have everything complete. And now I just want a Brotherhood Vertibird? Oh, Vertibird. Yes. Vertibird absolutely works here too. Heart of Kirin? I don't know if we'll have many Planeswalkers in this deck, if I'm being fair. Alright, so we have these colorless artifacts, which is all well and good. So, let's bring that over here. Boom, Moxfield ad. Came into you at the right time. Alright, Sky Sovereign. Conqueror's Galleon. Oh my god. Galleon. Smuggler. The Regalia. Huh, what? The Regalia. Get away. Car and Vertibird. Alrighty, so green vehicles. Vehicles, yeah, we're gonna make these more just generically, just vehicles, you know, colorless and whatnot. Hey, Eternal Formats, thank you very much for the follow. Chat, thank you very much for coming on through. If you like what you're seeing here, be sure to like, comments for sure, subscribe if you want. But yes, definitely liking and just keeping up with me is pretty good. Alright, so 28 cards in the main deck. We have 14 colorless vehicles, 7 red, and 6 green. Fun part of this deck will be cards like Blasphemous Act, since most of your time your creatures won't be creatures. Exactly. I power through with my Shurikai deck, my blue-white vehicles. I power through with that by playing like board wipes and stuff that just like literally like dust my shoulders off. Do not care. Yes, that is a fun part of this deck. Okay. So, what else? Do we have any other colorless vehicles that really, really, really fit? And I like Lifecraft Engine. Did I get Lifecraft Engine? No, I did not. Lifecraft Engine. Yep, Lifecraft engine is very, very strong. Mobile Homestead, that's a crew? Or that's a mount? What'd you say again? It was Mobile Homestead? This haste is only you control amounts, which we never do. Whenever mobile homestead attacks, look at the top card of your library. If it's a land, you may put it into the battlefield taps. You know, I do like the idea of mobile homestead constantly putting lands into my from graveyard, or yeah, from deck to field. It is really cool. No. Nah, it's fine. We don't need it. Or, I mean, we do need it. Maybe. Who knows? Weatherlight is looking good for artifacts. So, yeah. Well, is there a Weatherlight that's, you know, not all 5 colors? It's vehicle, right? Yeah, it's a vehicle. Mobile Homestead also curbs cleaning off a Baldur and Fran. Yeah, I bet. I bet. Weatherlight is colorless? Oh. But doesn't that cost 5 mana? Oh, there we go. Yes, that's right. Skyship Weatherlight. When Skyship Weatherlight enters the battlefield, choose your library for any number of artifacts and or creature cards and remove them from the game. Then shuffle. Pay 4 and tap. Choose a card at random that was removed this from the game with Skyship Weatherlight. Put that card into your hand. Yeah, that ain't worth it. There's the OG Weatherlight, or like new G Weatherlight. 4 mana, 4/5 flying. Remember, +1/+1 vigilance and reach. Whenever the Weatherlight deals combat damage to a player, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a historic card from among them, put them into your hand. Put the rest of them on the order. Okay. Hold on, sorry. Okay. My desk was reacting violently to movement. How do you feel about creature lands in a deck like this to help you find hidden crew sources after wipes? Den of the Bugbear seems to do double duty in this deck. You know what, Eternal Formats? I actually think that's a wonderful idea. I think that is actually a really, really good call. That's a cool thing to bring up. That we might want to have some man lands in this deck because after a board wipe, we still want to be able to crew our vehicles. And we will be board wiping in this deck. Yeah, we will be board wiping so much, like because that's how this deck is able to just swing like for free, basically, right? Like vigilance and extra combats, right? But also there's no thing on the board. We've removed them all by now. Now, question really fast before we get to because there's 3 Weatherlights here. In fact, let's actually just keep going. In fact, keep giving me more colorless vehicles, just so we can make sure that there aren't any more that we're finding. Because I'm seeing multiple Weatherlights here that might interest all of you. Right, so this is Weatherlight. This is the OG Weatherlight. And then this is the Phyrexian Weatherlight. And I want to know if those make any differences to any of you. These 3 Weatherlights. These Weatherlights 3 right here. Where am I? It's up there. Up there. Do we keep all 3? Does one go away? I don't think it's keep all 3. I think this Weatherlight here we can keep. So we have Weatherlight for 4 mana A 4/5 vehicle with flying. Whenever Weatherlight deals combat damage to a player, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a historic card from among them. Put them into your hand, the rest at the bottom. That's artifacts, legendary sagas are all historic. Hey, Ethan Rios. Just Weatherlight? Definitely OG Weatherlight. And then Weatherlight completed a 2-mana 5/5. As long as it has 4 or more Pheresis counters on it, it's a Phyrexian creature in addition to its other types. Whenever a creature you control dies, put a Pheresis counter on Weatherlight, then draw a card if it has 7 or more counters on it. If not, try 1. Yeah, that's fair. We'll play the Weatherlight completed turn 2 and literally do nothing with it for a large portion of the game. A large portion of the game. I think that's very fair. Thank you for the fun. Doggos went walkies. All right, Eternal Formats. Appreciate you, bud. Thank you so much for coming by. All right. So we'll take we'll take these Weatherlights out. What other colorless vehicles are there, chat? There are more. Colorless is the largest amount of vehicles, actually. So there are more, and they, you know, some of them are going to be pretty good. So what other colorless vehicles can you give me? What can you give me, chat? Careening Minecart? Careening Minecart, 3 mana for a 3/3. When it attacks, make a treasure token. That's honestly perfectly fair. That is a perfectly fair card. That is a perfectly fair card. What else? What else? Come on, colorless vehicles? There's a lot. More pirate ships or something. I guess those are mainly blue. Bomat Bazaar. Bomat Courier? No, Bomat Bazaar. A 4-mana 5/5 when it enters the battlefield, draw a card, crew for 3. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. What about... I'm trying to think. What does my Shurikai deck have? I'm actually going to look at my Shurikai deck in a second. Let's see. I have Mighty Servant of Luck-O. Mighty Serve. Mighty Servant of Luck-O. Chat, how do we feel about this card here? Not that one. This one. Mighty Servant of Luck-O. So 3 mana 6/6 with Trample. So with our commander out, it's a 7/7 Vigilance Reach with Trample. Ward, discard the card in order to remove it. Whenever Mighty Servant of Luck-O becomes crewed for the first time each turn, if it was crewed by exactly 2 creatures, it gains, when this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw 2 cards until end of turn. I think this is great. I think this is outrageously playable in here. Because one, our commander crews it by itself, right? Just like straight off the bat. And then, on top of that, if we throw like 2 pilots in there, we'll be able to do this. Shurikai, because Shurikai doesn't have that benefit. What part? I think a 7/7 with Trample, Ward, and Reach is like perfectly reasonable. I think it's super reasonable. We can always take it out if we don't like it. What else do we have? Is Reckoner Bankbuster, is that a black card? Right? That's black, isn't it? Yeah. We're not splitting the. We're not spitting out pirate 3s, and we have pilot 3s, and we better than French vanillas. We'll see. We'll see. I think that Luck-O is reasonable, mainly because it's a 7/7 with Trample. Oh, the locomotive, luxurious locomotive from Thunder Junction, actually. Luxurious Locomotive, a 5-mana 6/5. When it attacks, create a treasure token for each creature that crewed it this turn. So, there is a possibility that, you know, during some goofy, wacky turn, we are able to pump many creatures in here, more than you need, right? Just to make sure that we make a bunch of treasures. That's something that we could do. Bankbuster is colorless? Oh. No. Yeah, Bankbuster's colorless? I'm surprised no one mentioned that one. That's like a fan. That's like a favorite amongst her body. Reckoner Bankbuster, 2 mana 4/4. When it enters, it has 3 charge counters on it. We can pay 2 and tap to remove a charge counter from it to draw a card. And if there are no charge counters on it, we make a pilot and a treasure token. Bankbuster was mentioned earlier. Okay, gotcha. Thundering Chariot. Ooh, Thundering Chariot's really good. Yeah, I like. Yeah, Thundering Chariot, absolutely sick. Absolutely good card. There we go. I think this is like the bottom of the barrel for like good colorless vehicles. I think we're there now. Okay. I think we can say we're there now. Recon Craft Theta? Oh yeah, that's the from the Fallout set. Recon Craft. So Recon Craft Theta. Let me just kind of pop it up here at the end. I know that's the Chariot. So Recon Craft Theta, 4 mana 4/4 with flying, vigilance and reach. It'll be a 5/5. When Recon Craft Theta enters the battlefield, make an alien, put a +++ encounter on it. Whenever Recon Craft Theta attacks, proliferate. Now, if our commander gave +++ encounters, I'd be way more into this card, right? Way more into it. But as of right now, it only makes 1 goober with a +++ encounter, and those going up like just doesn't really change enough. So I don't think this is that good. You would run Rib Skiff? That's that. Rib Skiff. A 4 mana 4/4 with Toxic 2. When it enters, draw a card. Well, more than Thundering Chariot? I think the Thundering Chariot's first strike is pretty fine. It's a weird one, but why not? Yeah, hold on. Well, let's see. Hold on. So let's go back to here. Let's make sure that we add these cards that we are enjoying. So we got Weatherlight. Yeah. Weatherlight, Careening Minecart, Reckoner Bankbuster, Mighty Servant of Luco, Luxurious Libation, Wonder, and then Recon. Yeah, we're gonna put in the Recon Craft for right now. Thundering Chariot, right? And you said Rib Skitter. What's the Rib one? Rib Skiff. Alright, yeah, 4 mana, ETB, draw card, crew 3 with Toxic 2. 4 mana, first strike, trample, haste, +1/+1, and vigilance, might I add, for a crew of 1. I think Thundering Chariot's perfectly fine. Value Ribskiff cantripping over Chariot having keywords. I think these are all completely viable keywords. I mean, with a Great Henge, Recon is decent for anything coming in as a creature. Cough, cough, hello. That's if... Listen, well, hold on. In a deck like this, where we're objectively not playing creatures on at least 36 cards in our deck, I think that we don't run creatures. That's just like a... It's just a me thing there. Knight Paladin. Yeah, I like that. Knight Paladin. That's from Warhammer. So, 5 mana with a 6/6 with Trample. A 7/7 with Trample, Vigilance, Haste if you're nasty. And when it enters the battlefield, deals 4 damage to each opponent. Alright. You know, sure. Hey, listen, that 4 damage might just win you the game sometimes. We did Dermotaxi, I believe. I believe we added Dermotaxi. Yep. Okay. Vehicles. Boop. Got Thundering Chariot is understated on top of being French vanilla. Oof. Nah, it's perfect. Yeah, it's perfectly fine. Bello, not hello. Correct. Knight Paladin is crew 1. Yeah, Knight Paladin's crew 1. I mean, for 1 mana, we turn our, 6/6 trample into a 7/7 trample vigilance haste, right? For crew 1. I think Knight Paladin's like super reasonable here. Okay. So this is 38 vehicles, right? 38 vehicles just straight up. We're definitely going to cut down on some, okay, once we do a couple more reviews. But I think that this is a decent start, to say the very least. So, chat, let's go over to the next one now. I mean, canonically, it makes sense. Yeah, I mean, right, you only need 1 person to crew a Titan. Well, wait, no. Oh, a Knight. Yeah, the Knight Paladin. Yeah, sure. Alright, so let's go over to vehicle support. That's the next topic that I would like to talk about here. Zoop. Alright, so like these are the pro vehicle cards, right? Vehicle supporte. So things that give buffs to vehicles. I'm going to include Bello in here as just like one of our suggestions. I'd say that Bello is like in many respects a pro vehicle character for sure, right? 3 mana 3/3 Raccoon Bard. During your turn, each non-equipment artifact and enchantment you control with mana value 4 or greater is a 4/4 elemental creature in addition to its other types. It has indestructible haste, and whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. So for all of our mana value 4 or greater vehicles, they're just going to basically be crewed, right? They'll turn into 4/4 elemental artifact vehicles with +1/+1 vigilance, reach, as well as indestructible and haste. That's pretty good. Bello Bar the Brambles is perfect for this deck. Some cards with survival, like Kona. I think Kona's a good idea. Kona is a good idea, right? So Kona, Rescue Bestie. Kona, Rescue Bestie. 4 mana 4/3 that says at the beginning of your second main phase of Kona, Rescue Bestie is tapped, which is entirely doable. You may put a permanent card from your hand onto the battlefield. Alright, perfect. Intrepid Stablemaster. Intrepid Stablemaster is 1 in a green, 2/2 human scout. With reach, you can pay green, or 2 mana of any color. Spend this mana only to cast a mount or a vehicle. Sure. Welcome aboard. Kona, Ovaya, or Intrepid Stablemaster. Let me do Ovaya. Automatic Artisan, right? So Ovaya, Automatic Artisan, 3 in a green for a 1/2 human artificer. Each creature that's attacking one of your opponents has trample. That's just universally good. And green and tap, you may put a creature or vehicle from your hand onto the battlefield. If you put an artifact into the battlefield this way, put 2 +1/+1 counters on it. Yeah, that's fine. Boop. That's an easy one right there. Kyora's Familiar. Oh, Joyra's Familiar. Yes, Joyra's Familiar. Let's boop. Bling. There you go. Joyra's Familiar. Historic spells cost 1 less. What are we doing about the... Oh, yeah, hey, Chandra's Akira Slide, right? Chandra. Akira Slide Chandra is a pro vehicle card, right? Like, it is very clearly meant for vehicle-minded persons. So, Chandra, Spark Hunter, is a 3 in a red legendary creature Chandra with a 4 loyalty on ETB. And at the beginning of combat on your turn, choose up to one target vehicle you control. Until end of turn, it becomes an artifact creature and gains haste, right? So what that means is like a vehicle could just be chilling there, right? Just straight up chilling, not doing anything. And then she just says like, boop, you are now a creature. You are now activated and on. Just like crewing does, right? Crewing turns a vehicle into a artifact creature. Chandra just does that at the beginning of combat. And gives it haste. The +2, you may sacrifice an artifact or discard a card if you do draw a card. Okay, good to know. 0, a 3/2 colorless vehicle artifact with crew 1. Okay. And then lastly, you get an emblem with whenever an artifact you control enters, this emblem deals 3 damage to any target. I think that is perfectly fine to put in here. Right, chat? What do we say? There we go. Reckless Crew is good at crewing. Canoptic Spider. Okay. Canoptic Spider is a 5-mana 4/4 artifact creature with flying. Whenever another non-token artifact or creature or vehicle enters the battlefield under my control, draw a card. Okay. Never mind. Okay. Blaster Combat DJ. Blaster Combat DJ is Naya colors, sadly. I think, right? Yeah. That was just artifact creature. No, it's whenever an non-token artifact creature or vehicle. Regular artifact would be kind of crazy. Defend the Rider. Defend the Rider. Oh yeah, an instant speed. Target permanent you control gets hexproof until and indestructible till end of turn, or you make a 1/1 pilot that can crew these things. I think Defend the Rider is a pretty good card actually. Yeah, it's some evasion, as well as sometimes you just need a pilot to crew, right? Reckless Velocitar. I think I have that already. Yeah. Blaster. Oh really? Huh. Blaster Combat DJ is a 5-mana 3/3 legendary artifact creature robot with a more than ECI cost of Balthazar and Fran. Other non-token artifact creatures and vehicles you control have modular 1, and whenever you put one or more plus encounters on Blaster, convert it. And they have modular 3 on the back side. You can pay X and tap to move X counters from Blaster onto another target artifact. That creature gains haste until end of turn. If Blaster has no plus encounters on it, convert it. Activate the sorcerer. Okay, perfect. Alright, so that's going in this deck. Alright. We're gonna let's put the stuff over now before I forget. Yeah. Chandra. Oh dang it, which one was it? Oh bother. Spark Hunter, Spark. Spark Hunter. Yep, Spark Hunter works. Good. Oops, wait, we're on the wrong page. Chandra, Spark Hunter. What else? We have Bellow. Bard of the Brambles. Kona. Intrepid. Stable Master. I don't think I added the right card. Alright. Ovia. I'm glad Ovia is like a playable card still. Just familiar. And Blaster. Blaster. Okay, perfect. Uh, do, do, do. Where'd the blaster go? Oh, there he is. Okay. Blaster! Let's see. Alright. We go... So this is just a vehicle value. Vehicle value. What other... Alright, so this is a deck of 45 cards. It's basically enough lands as we're going to have, right? Thopter Engineer. I'm pretty sure that's blue, right? Golden Egg. Think Thopter Engineer is blue. Oh! Am I thinking of a different thing? Thought. Oh! Artifact creature you control have haste. That's right, yeah. So if we can activate our... if we can activate our creatures when they come out, for whatever reason, boom, they get to swing immediately. Okay, that's fair. Artifact creature you control have haste. Okay. Yeah. It's pretty good. Pretty good. That stays in the vehicle value. And Rescue Leopard. Rescue Leopard is a 3-mana 4/2. When it becomes tapped, you may discard a card if you do draw a card. Yeah, I'd say that's like, oh, that's not the worst. We could like, yeah, that's like not too bad. All right, vehicle value. That should be vehicles should be like dwarfing everyone else. Anything else that's like vehicle value? Like anything else is like artifact creatures you control get +5/+5, or just something in like red green that really does it. Like, is there nothing, chat? We do have a lot here. Don't get me wrong. We're finding a lot of cards. No, really vehicle support. Not really vehicle support, but Magda is a good. So hey, listen, you're not wrong. Hey, listen, like I might hate Magda, but you know. She's certainly not the point of the deck at all, right? And that's okay. Skillspore Nexus and Great Henge will make being able to cast easier, and crewing a vehicle that puts in work. Let's see. Skullspore. 6 green. The spell costs 1 X. Cast for X is the greatest number among creatures you control. Whenever one or more non-token creatures you control die, create a fungus. And each token with base power and toughness on the battlefield equals power creatures. Okay. Okay. We could do Skullspore Nexus. Sure. Sure. Displace dinosaurs? What do those do? Do those pilot vehicles at all, Wobbler? Oh, I see. You want, yeah, destroying every artifact? No, I'm good. Alrighty. I think this is, again, a pretty decent start. Urza's Battle Thopter's okay. Like, it's okay. It's just an extension of Urza. Yeah, it's just like, it's okay. Space has... Alright, yeah, I think that's pretty good. So then now some more vehicle support. Or non-creature vehicle support? Basically, how do we crew all these vehicles? Right? Like, how do we actually crew these vehicles? Because it's more, like, we gotta have more than just our commander out, you know? Like, we literally need to have more. Are there any particularly good creatures? I think that Foundry Inspector, just to kind of stay on that same way of just like lowering the cost of certain cards. I think Foundry Inspector. Foundry Inspector will serve the same job as Jorah's Familiar. Alrighty, so that's one. What else? Displace Dinosaurs makes your vehicle 7/7. Yeah, no, I get that. I get that. Sunset Strike Master is a 2-mana dork with 3 power. Sunset Strike. Is that the one that taps for mana, though? You can either crew me or tap me for mana. Well, we definitely use the mana that she makes to get this card come out sooner. So, yeah. Alright. Crypto Thrall? The hell is that? Crypto Thrall is not what we want. I don't think, right? Let me read it again. Definitely push the limit. Let's see. Push the limit. Push the limit. Oh yeah, 7 mana. Return all mounts and artifact cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. Sacrifice them at the beginning of the next end step. Vehicles you control become artifact creatures until end of turn. Creatures you gain control. Creatures you can control of. Haste until end of turn. Okay. That's pretty good. Push the limits is a pretty good, like, oh wow, I have a lot of cards in the graveyard. But that's okay. I got the 7 mana thanks to my Sunshot and just like my Chocobos and all that stuff. And boom, I'm going to push it to the limits. Yeah, that's a good one. Defiant Survivor makes more bodies to pilot than when used as a body to pilot. Defiant. Oh yeah, Defiant Survivor. Yeah. At the beginning of your main phase, Defiant Survivor is tapped Manifest Dread. Well, again, like with the Ledger Shard, we don't really draw, or we don't really mill? Self-mill on purpose, but what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Reckless Crew will probably crew all of our vehicles at once. Yeah. Which one's Reckless Crew? Okay. Okay. Yeah, push the limits. Very, very good. I'm just gonna label that under mass. Let's see, mass. All right. And then these two. I don't think I care too much for Defiant Survivor. The Manifest Dread just kind of throws me, right? Like, there's a chance that we just don't, like, the 2-drop... Oh, you know why? Because we'll Manifest Dread, and one of them, like, the thing that we Manifest Dread is going to be an artifact, right? It's going to be one of our many vehicles that just doesn't turn on. And, like, I'm okay with that, just kind of, like... I'm not okay with not turning a car on, you know, but... You know, we don't have to, like, put this forward. What makes pilots? All we care about is getting 2/2. It's just the fact that there's a second 2/2. White cards make pilots. Is there no red or green? Is there really no red or green? Nada? That's crazy. Chat. Okay, like... Alright, fine, I guess. Don't be cool or something. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, well, in that case... That's all you got for your Balthier and Fran deck. Good luck. Thank you very much, Golden Echo. Appreciate it. Not many creatures, just creatures that are pilots. Well, them being pilots doesn't change much, you know, because pilots don't have just like this passive ability of will +1 or +2 for like crewing everything, right? They make a token, but yeah. Just check Scryfall. Sorry, yeah, I have Scryfall open over here. Literally just defend the rider, bankbuster, and 2 terrible lands, brother. Chief of the Foundry or Chief of the Forge. Nope. Chief of the Foundry? There's no good rule that makes pilots, I don't think. Okay. That was speaking of Mutavault and Mishra's Workshop are okay pilots. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I suppose. Yeah, that's pretty cool, actually. Speaking of Mutavault, yeah, Mutavault can crew all the time. Mutavault is a good creature, land synergy. Yeah. What's the Chief of the Foundry? What's the one that he gives like artifacts +1/+1? What's the oh, dang it. No, I forgot about it. Counting on chat to remember for me. I don't know. I forgot what I was gonna say. Defend the Rider. We'll put Defend the Rider in. Defend the... Defend the Rider. You also pilot with just utility creatures. Well, that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna have to do. I've been brewing a Balthiers and Fran deck too. I think it's a solid package of creature untappers, so you can crew multiple vehicles and have an additional combat phase to pop several times. Seeker of Skybreaker, 1,000-year elixir. Let's see. Let me just add this Defend the Rider. And then Professional Facebreaker is a pilot. Yeah. I mean, because she's not attacking, right? Defend the Rider. Let's see. That one time you tap to give a +1/+. Oh, Steel Overseer. No, not Steel Overseer. The one that makes all artifacts just just have more power. It starts with the power glove thing. Dang it. Yeah, I just can't think of it. Old Gnawbone would be crazy. It would be crazy. It would be crazy. Steel Overseer. Yeah, I don't think Steel Overseer does enough here. Okay. I think a Blasphemous Act is pretty good. Curses. Oh, Redshift. Do we want Redshift? Add X of any one, X mana of any one color. X is the Redshift power. Spend its only mana to activate abilities. This is pretty good, I'd say. Let's, I guess, take on myself. Yeah, let's do... So, Redshift Rocketeer Chief. Let me just add that straight to the deck so everyone sees it. Redshift Rocketeer Chief. So, Redshift Rocketeer Chief. Red-green for a 2/3 Goblin Pilot. Vigilance. And tap, add X mana of any color where X is Redshift's power. Spend this mana to activate abilities and then exhaust. Okay, yeah. No, that's right. That's why Redshift was popular. Not because of red-green vehicles, but because by itself it did something really, really, really powerful, kind of like VV. Never mind. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, this actually Redshift wouldn't help at all. Which is crazy. Isn't that weird to say? Like we're not gonna put like one of the premier like goblins who are a pilot like in the deck. Yeah, that's pretty good. We have Ovaya. Yep. Topiary Stomper. 3 mana, always cruise forever, right? Topiary Stomper. Yeah, 3 mana, 4/4. Search library from the battlefield. Well, don't we want other... Do we want Cultivator Caravan, by the way? It's a 3 mana, 5/5. Sometimes taps us for mana. Glowing Dwarf Emissary is clearly suited to piloting Gundams. Basically, right? Basically. What does Glowing do again? Glowing. Cast his historic spell. I mean... Cultivator Caravan? No, we didn't, yeah. Where'd Cultivator Caravan go? Should be at the bottom. Cultivator Caravan. Where'd he go? Did I lose it? Oh, there it is. Man. Oh, right. It's under Mana Rock. Yes. You know what? You know what? It is a Mana Rock. Yep. Chief of the Foundry. Yes, that's what it is. Chief of the Foundry. Because now it's just like, you know, this guy is a 2/3, and he'll always be a 2/3. But, like, you know, like a second, you know, like a guy that gives our artifacts everything and then also cruise. Like, that's not too bad, right? You're running Miria, Gruul Urza, Miria. Miria. Wait, Chief of the Foundry. Wait, which one? Yeah, which one's Miria? Miria. Yeah, Scholar of Antiquity. There she is. That's right, yeah. Let me get the art that people might remember, and also me. So for 3 mana, you get a 3/3, tap an untapped non-token artifact you control to add green. Tap 2 untapped non-token artifacts you control, exile top card of the library, so yeah, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, like, sometimes you'll have mana raw, or, vehicles that just haven't swung, or, like, you attacked with them already and you had vigilance, so now you're going to try to shore up some defenses with green. I think Miria is actually pretty good here. Yeah, I think Miria is actually pretty good here. Let's see. Topiary Stomper, 3 mana for 4/4. Just passing. Just this plant dinosaur here is just passing by. No big deal. It's just a normal day in the life. I mean, I like this 3 mana 4/4. That crews a lot of our vehicles. Doesn't crew all of them. 5 is, like, definitely, I think, the highest one. This is a decent start, though. Is there anything else that's pro vehicle? Not that I can really think of it right now. So, I think Orin Frostfang. Our creatures have Vigilance, Reach, and you're saying they would also get Death Touch. Huh. We do need draw power. We do need draw power. No pro vehicle, but still good. Yeah. That heralds the end. Oh, that's the Eldrazi, right? That... It that heralds the end. Mm. 2 mana. Oh, but it has to be a colorless, though? That's a problem. Color spells you cast with set mana value 7 or greater cost 1 less to cast. Other creatures you control +1/+1. I don't think I like that at all. Gruul, what you not is if you haven't added, yeah? Gruul War Chant. Oops. Gruul War Chant. Gruul War Chant. Where'd it go? Oh. 4 mana enchantment. Attacking creatures you control get +1 and can't be blocked except by 2 more creatures. Oh! Giving all of our creatures menace and +1/+0 is kind of a novel idea, to be honest. So they have vigilance, so they have to be blocked. It's like they have vigilance, they don't even like tap themselves out to swing. They have their own abilities. They're gonna get +1/+1, and you're forced to block with 2 or more creatures in order to affect, in order to block anything. I mean, I personally think that's pretty okay, Is there not something like that for like less than 4? Because like the fire breathing part is cool, but really it's the menace that's like really, really, really giving this power. They do have Bellow. That's true. No, thank you very much, Jinx Exile. Yeah. Okay. 57 cards. Let's go to the packages here. So on moxfield.com, you can have different pre-made packages of cards. So like for instance, here's my Gruul mana base. I just press it and it adds the necessary artifacts. Like the mana dorks, not these, right? You choose what goes in here. The where did your Gruul? I guess it's just red green, right? Okay. Fran, I was just making that all good. Gruul isn't satisfying of homes. And this is just like the suggestions of lands, right? No one has to run these exact lands. This is just a suggestion. And I see that I need, 10 forest. 10 forest, 10 plains. Yeah, we're green, yeah. That's 25 lands? Damn. Oh, because the plains didn't get added, huh? Plains. 25. What? 25? No, that doesn't feel right. Oh my god. Am I misspelling plains? Jesus Christ. Mountain. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know what. Yeah, there we go. 10 mountains. There was just so much. There's so much like white on here. I saw the arid mace, and I think that's what threw me off. I don't know why arid mace is in there. There we go. Detectable is a lot of artifact matters. Debatable. You need hide in plain sight. Hide in plain sight. Is look at the top 5 cards of the library, cloak 2 of them, put the rest of you by the. I don't think we need all that. I don't think we need that. No. Arid Mace is fine. Comp. It's fine. You added 10 copies of Hide and Plain. Okay, thank you, Wobbler. Thank you. Yeah, no, yeah. When we're just throwing on lands like this so that people have a basis to start with, I don't need to add arid mesas for someone to go like, hey, like let me look at this list. Oh, like okay, like he did this. Oh, why the hell is there like a arid mesa on here? That's not. We're not trying to like confuse people. It's not. It's nowhere close to necessary. All right, so. All right, we're at 101 cards with 38 lands, which that's my base here. We're at 101 cards, which is not too bad. This deck, does it ramp? We probably need... Do you need some ramp in here? Cut all the 2 mana rocks for dorks who have more than 1 power. Yeah. Oh, here's the rest of the mana rocks. Just add these to list. Alright, so mana rocks. Arcane Signet? Rule Signet? So yeah, you're... Oh, yeah. Yes, that is a good point, right? So chat, in this deck, we're not necessarily about mana rocks. We want, more specifically, we want mana dorks, because dorks can be used to crew, right? So, there's some, there's like, give me some 2 mana, or 1, if you have them, mana dorks that have a high power, right? Like, more than 1. So, like, no Llanowar elves, but give us more than that. Intrepid Paleontologist. I remember this one. Intrepid Paleontologist. Yeah, 2 mana 2/2. There's gotta be better than that. I know you like this card. It's just like whatever. Fanatic of Rowanus. Ooh, Fanatic of Rowanus. Well, no, this is exactly not what I want. Wait, hold on. Nova Galactic. This is the opposite. I need the power. I need the power high. Power high. Not the toughness. Although mana value 4 or greater will be turned on by Bellow. Yeah, but Bellow's not the like the bee's knees of the deck. The reason I don't have the Great Henge in here is because Great Henge doesn't trigger off of vehicles, right? Like Great Henge does not trigger off of vehicles. I won't draw cards. I won't put plus and counters on it, right? On the creature. So that's why I'm not really like all about Great Henge. Gwenna, Eyes of Gaia. Well, I need cheap. I need like 2 or 1 mana for mana dorks. And this is what, if I cast power 5 or greater, I don't cast creature spells of power 5 or greater because I'm casting vehicles 90% of the time. The Possum from Bloomborough. Okay, yeah. Shit, what's that one called? Simple Sandcastle. 2 powers is kind of the bar. We have to accept for ramp at a good rate. I mean, is it? Tender. I mean, okay, I just thought that I could be wrong. I might just be remembering not well. I don't play green. I don't do mana dorks. I don't fuck with mana dorks. So I thought that there were like 2 mana 3/1s and stuff like that. Like really fragile things with high power, low toughness. That's all I thought. Maybe I was mistaken. Am I mistaken, sir? Sunset Strike Master is unique. Mainly because she's mono red, yeah? Lothus Cobra, maybe? Lothus Cobra, I don't put additional lands into play, like, at all. Like, no more than 1 land comes into play in this sort of deck. So I'm not super, like, I don't know about that one. Torgal of Fine Highlands, a 2 mana dork for 2. Might help pump other pilots. I mean, our commander is a human. Torgal. Yeah. Torgal of Fine Hound. Whenever you cast your first human spell each turn, that creature enters an additional +1/+1 counter. for each dog or wolf you control. You know what? That's fine. Listen, yeah, like if the bar that we have is just like 2 mana guys just have 2 mana, 2 power, it's like, all right. Yeah, this one at the very least, Torgal, a Fine Hound, says that, yeah, every time we cast our first human spell, +1/+1 counter on it, which, I mean, our commander has human. Once it's out, it's an additional mana each turn. For which one? What else? Let's see. It's weird that there wasn't more pilots, chat. Is there not more pilots in red? Like, especially Aether Drift. Aether Drift should have had some pretty good pilots, right? Right? Aether Revolt. Such and such. There's the Mentor. Since power does matter here. What's the Mentor? Bloodmark? Wander something Mentor. It's from Bloomburrow. The red-green Mentor from Bloomburrow. Wandertail. There we go. If we expend 4, so 4 mana, like the 4th total mana we cast during a turn, this card gets a +1/+1 counter, which makes them more viable to block with things in the future. And I think I like that better than... Ooh. I think I'd like this better than the Tender Wild Gay. Think so? I think so. I think Gloin might be only so good. Gloin's a 3 mana guy that just like... Nah, he's competing with slots for our commander. This deck will go a buck after EOE. I mean, if EOE has vehicles. EOE has spacecraft in it, but we don't know if it has vehicles. It probably doesn't. Nothing too special, unfortunately. Random utility dudes are as good as being pilots as things with the pilot type. The pilot type doesn't really mean too much, I suppose. But like any red creature that says like, hey, if I get tapped, do something special, that's cool. And I just know that Magic's been more recently putting in cards that, like, if they're pilots, especially from Aether Drift, they're saying like, hey, whenever I get tapped for something, you know, draw, discard, you know, things like that. But these 3-drops that have, like, you know, big, dumb, stupid power is pretty fine, too. I do like that Miria is playable for us. As weird as she is. And Rider Catalyst. Oh, there you go. Yeah. I mean, no, yeah, this is fine. I think that super fits. Like, yeah, this are your engines theme, blah, 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 but, like, you know, this is pretty on point. Are there not start your engines cards that are good for this deck, too? They're more of a Duskmourn mechanic than the Aether Drift one. Oh, when this, yeah, is there not more survivors? Let's just look at type Survivor. At the beginning of your second main phase, if this elf is tapped, gain 2. Defiant, Savior, Manifest Dread. I know how we felt about that one. Kona, we have Kona, House Cartographer, 2 mana, 2/2 at the beginning of your second main phase. If it's tapped, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a land. Put into your hand, the rest at the bottom. I mean, that doesn't sound too bad. Just, like, always get a land every turn. Like, every single turn since this guy comes out, every single turn we get a land to our hand, right? I mean, that sounds cool to me, personally. No, not House Cartographer. We tried to put in Defiant Survivor. Then at the beginning of your second main phase, if this is tapped, put 3 counters on up to 1 land you control. That land becomes an elemental creature in distance. It has haste until your next turn. I mean, nah. I do like that they had creature type Survivor, so it became real easy to find this. Let me do creature type Pilot. Let's just see. Can you guys see that? Yes, kind of. Adrenaline Junkie Whenever a player casts a spell, if it's not their turn, deals 4 damage to them. Sure, dude. I mean, okay. Graham O'Brien. No. Discard a card if you do draw a card. For 3 mana, not my favorite. Double. Discard for... Okay, 3 mana, 2/3. Reckless Racer. Whenever this creature saddles or crews, it gets +2 on trample until end of turn. Reckless Velocitar. I mean, that seems pretty good to me. MTG creatures vibing with Ram. True. Speedway Fanatic. Cruise a vehicle gains haste. Yo, hold on. Speedway Fanatic sounds great. Wait a minute. Speedway Fanatic sounds perfectly good for this deck. Like, yeah, it's a 2-drop, so, like, whatever, but, like, it just makes one of those vehicles just have haste, like, just from the get-go. Sounds pretty good to me. And I honestly really like this Reckless Velocitar. I'm not saying that we gotta put in every pilot card, but just in terms of, like, you know. So, Identity, red. Text tapped? Whenever tapped, and then type creature. Damn it. Oh, whenever. Let's see. Whenever a creature you control becomes enters battlefield, you control. No. Whenever a creature taps a land for mana, attacks, saddled. It's probably not my best way of looking this up. I mean, kind of, right? Let me say this creature. Oh yeah. Tapped this. Let me see if we can find just more people with that text of taps. Whenever I become taps, do a thing. But it's just difficult. There's like, yeah, it was kind of a loose way to look it up. Whenever Goblin Mentor becomes tapped, deals 1 damage to any target. Like, that's pretty good. Yeah, we have... Okay, we have the Rescue Leopard. Okay, and we have Rescue Leopard in here because it's a 4 power, which is better than this guy, right? Like, this guy costs just as much, right? They're both 3 mana, but one of them's a 4/2, and the other one's a 2/3. Yeah, sure, first strike, but the 4/2 is definitely a better call here. For sure. See, like, Spireside Infiltrator. 3 mana, 3/2. Whenever it becomes tapped, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. Just saying. Okay, you know? Just saying. But yeah, there's not too many. Oh, it's a 2-drop. 2 mana 2/2 that did it, but we might as well be a Dirk. You still looking for mana dorks? If they're good, you know, Nova Galactic, if you got a good idea. There's plenty of other cards that give your whole board trample. That is true. What, red, green? I mean, we don't have, like, any other types of cards in here, right? So, we might want to look at those, too. Savala. We are not going to have bigger... Savala. We're not going to have bigger creatures than anyone else because our creatures are vehicles half the time, right? Like, we attack with vehicles. We will not have a bigger power than each other creature, which means that our opponents will always be the ones getting the value off of that +1/+1, or, like, you know, drawing a card, and I don't like that. I'm not a fan of that. I don't want that to be us. Yeah. If we were playing like a real stompy deck, for sure. But not this deck. This deck ain't it. We would have to, like, in response, like, to the ability, we'll crew something, and, you know, like, that's not the worst thing ever, but it's just a bit more, you know, just a bit more, yeah, we could, I mean, it's hard to say no to, you don't need a Thought Vessel. You'll literally never have too many cards in hand. Let's see, Balthier and Fran, what else can we do? The Balthier and Fran. Any counters? Anything that says, like, put counters on creatures? What says vehicle? Anything in the text box that says vehicle? Let's see. What are the best cards that say vehicle in these colors? Let's see. That's not great. Agnosaur Rex. 5 mana, 8/8 with trample. Cycling. When you cycle this card, put 2+++ encounters up to 1 target creature or vehicle. It gains trample and indestructible until end of turn. I mean, for 3 mana, it's not like the worst thing I've ever seen, but it's not great. Boom Scholar. Exhaust abilities of other permanents cost 2 less. Creatures and vehicles gain trample and 2 counters. Burner Rocket. When this vehicle enters, target creature gets 2/0 and gains trample until end of turn. That's not the worst vehicle ever. It's not great, but Canoptic Spider. Whenever another non-token artifact comes into play or vehicle, draw a card. Yeah, I think we need some level of draw in here. Was it draw 2 cards? Can't be blocked by creatures power 2 or less. Two mice. Artifact creature. Destroy target vehicle. Whenever attacks, put 2++ encounters on another attacking creature. I kind of like Goliath Tank, not gonna lie to you. You have 20 in your hand. What are you talking about? Gimmicking? Sorry, I missed it. +1/+1 counter each vehicle. Okay. Target mount you control. Ooh, target vehicle become. Oh, do we want Guide Light Matrix? Just so we all, like, even if we have a board wipe, we still just have, like, a card that just crews a vehicle. I feel like if we feel like we're kind of low on creatures, you know? Yeah? Like, I don't, like, I would never run this in Shurikai, but in Shurikai, I'm literally always sure that I have creatures, right? Like, like, literally forever. I know I will always have pilots, right? When this enchantment enters, you may discard a card. If you do, draw 2. Sacrifice this enchantment. Creatures and vehicles gain haste. Show the text. If any player faces the player side has a creature, or you gain control of a creature of your choice that player controls until end of turn. If you gain control of creatures... Oh, yeah, I forgot about that one. Cast non-creature spell. Necron. Attack mill 3. Each creature... For each creature milled this way, make a Necron. We'll literally never mill and make any Necrons. I feel just like a utility dude would do the job while doing other stuff. Wait, which one? Which one? Sorry. I'd run Urbas first before Guidelight Matrix. Yeah, that's reasonable. That's reasonable. That's reasonable. Because it basically does, like, the same thing. I gotta look at, like, I mean, Crew 4, I think, is the biggest crew. Oh, do we not have Reaper Titan? That's crazy. Oh, someone mentioned it during the non-colorless part. That's fine. The only reason like, Crew 4 seems to be, like, the biggest crew that we have, which is not the most impossible thing, so... Um, Renegade Freighter. Okay, Renegade Freighter is a 3 mana 4/3. Whenever it attacks, it gets +1/+1 and trample until end of turn. With our commander, it's +2/+2 in vigilance. So, ipso facto, it's a 3 mana 6/5. It's pretty good with trample, huh? Hmm. Hold on, I'm just gonna I'm considering that one. Never land into battlefield you control. Put +1/+1 kind on target. Oh, ooh. Wait, hey, hold on. Hold on. I like this. Roaring Earth. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 count on target creature or vehicle you control. This is a way for our vehicles to get bigger over time. Like, it just means that we just don't cap out, you know what I'm saying? That's the number of mounts and vehicles you control. I mean, this is literally removal. Target costs will less if it targets a mounted vehicle. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its opponents. So run over is also removal. Let's see. As long as enchanted permanent is a vehicle, it's a creature in addition to its other types. +3/+3 in first strike for the siege modification. I don't know about that one. Return of the Wild Speaker. Oh, Savala, but have you you have beefy vehicles on your turn or buff? Yeah, I like that one actually. I like Return of the Wild Speaker. That is a good idea. That is a good idea. That is a good idea. Oh yeah, Smoldering Coach. No. Start your engines. Vehicles you control become either. Hey, start your engines. There we go. Tap another creature, artifact creature, +1/+1 face round fish. Oh wait, what? Oh, tap another untapped mounted vehicle you control. Put a +1/+1 counter for each mounted vehicle you control. So normally this is a 5 mana 5/4 with haste. Although with our commander it's a 5 mana 6/5 with haste. Crew 2. And then we have the ability to exhaust it at like any point. It's not the worst I've ever seen. Okay. 4/4 a 4/4 for sorry, a 5/5 for 4 with trample, and when it attacks it gets a counter, so it becomes a 6 drop. I don't know. That or Rishgar's expertise. We do have the, again, with our ability to have a creature always, right? Like, someone has to artifact wipe in order to make us not have anything to do, right? So with that in mind, like, while we won't always, we also need board wipes too. Blasphemous act. We need some board wipes just so we can get a clear board. So like we can 1-2 punch people with like start your engines out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like we could 1-2 punch people suddenly with start your engines if we wipe the board and kill. And then a what's it a Johnny's heroic intervention. And what was the thing that you said earlier, Wobbler, that I said I liked? Oh, Garruk's Oh, do you mean the enchantment? The enchantment that gives trample would work for just about every vehicle, right? Like every vehicle triggers Garruk. Oh, the trample part of Garruk's such and such would get triggered for the enchantment that gives all of the things trample, all of your creatures trample. It would not trigger the draw card though, because it's not a creature when it's coming down. So that part does suck. That part does suck. Okay, we have some removal. That one. Give mount. Garruk's Uprising. Yes, it triggers the trample unless you have a Bellow on the field already. Right, right. Which is not a guarantee. I mean, there's literally no guarantee of getting Bellow over just about anything else in this deck, right? Like, none whatsoever. We don't have any tutors for him. And I would operate under the idea that we won't have Bellow out, right? Like, that's what I'm gonna operate under. That we don't have a Bellow out. Bellow vehicles. What does Bellow have on vehicles? I'm thinking Goliath Truck is super useful. There's a lot of 4 mana vehicles, but like they don't stay their power. Like most of these 4 mana vehicles just get bigger over time, you know? And I feel like that's pretty good. I feel like we can cook pretty hard. And you know what? We do want the Fanatic of Ronus, because the Fanatic of Ronus has the Ferocious card, the Ferocious trigger, if we have power 4 or greater, which our commander is power 4 or greater, so that's like pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, we want that. I'm trying to think. There's a lot of 4 mana stuff that we're playing. But not a lot of vehicles. There's like not as much vehicle support as I would want. But at the same time, I'm not that surprised. You can recast him when he dies and becomes a 4/4. Which one? Reckless is worse than Trample. Reckless is worse than the Trample card in my mind. Wait, which one? Reckless. Oh, the guy. Reckless Velocitar. That's fair. The creature. Yeah. Let's see. Giving Trample forever is cool. Just need to have like that instant speed interruption. We want Fanatic of Ronus. Yeah, sorry that I missed out on that before. I know I shut down Fanatic of Ronus before, but when I look at it more, it's like, wait a minute, our commander is literally always power 4, right? Like that's our commander is power 4, so. Let's do these within to get certain things out of the way. Borderlines, green vehicles, mana dorks. I like these 4 mana vehicles that get bigger over time. Like, I'm really liking them. Greatest power. Never one or more non-token creatures you control die. Create a dinosaur with base power tokens equal to the number of power of those creatures. I don't really care too much for this card. What about Sphere Grid? Sphere. I don't even own one, so I don't own one, nor have I actually seen one in action. Whenever a creature controlled deals combat, so put the +1/+1 counter on that creature. This deck isn't a guarantee. It's not bad. It's not bad. I feel bad about playing a card that like we would play it. It puts in work. I've not seen Skull Spore, and just to me, I'm not saying that the card sucks. Yeah, it was just to me, this like, okay, yeah, like a vehicle died, and now I get a dinosaur that's just as big as the thing. It's just like, I mean, nothing in the deck is making that like connect to me where it's like, yeah, that's probably valuable and good, but it's just like, okay. I like Trample, board wipes. Yeah, well, board wipes if our creatures are alive, right? Board wipes if our vehicles are creatures at the moment, which we don't intend on that happening. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, so the vehicle has to hit, which is reasonable, and then now that it hit, it has reach and trample. Whereas if we just always had trample, I guess? Yeah, there's nothing really wrong with Sphere Grid. There's a lot of money, though. Fuck, dude. What's it come in? Why is it so much money? It creates a pilot. Yeah, when one of these creatures dies, the pilot comes... Well, I guess the pilot stays the same size. It's just a 2/2. Chief of the Foundry. Final Fantasy Titus Precon? Oh, that's why I don't have it. That's why I don't have it, indeed. We expend 4 a lot. There's a 3-mana 4/4 big dumb boy. Our guys can tap for green. Canoptic Spider's good. This cruise early and then later game taps for mana, which is probably still not that great. Probably still want better things. This gets bigger. Well, what? Yeah, this 3, 4, 5. This sits as a 6/5. A pilot of total power of what dies in the instant. Oh, just one pilot? Oh. That's less exciting. I guess it does make a big giant dinosaur. Yeah, but I would have probably just want to swing with that big giant dinosaur versus crew something. Yeah. Sacrifice 2 treasures, so I'm never gonna do this. I'm like literally never sacrificing 2 treasures. So this is a 3-mana 6/2 with trample. Is that worth it? 3-mana 6/2 with trample? Probably not. Probably not. I can't block with it either. When this vehicle enters, it becomes obviously okay. It has haste. Yeah, so 3 mana for a 5/3 archetype of aggression. Oh, of aggression. What is this, haste? Oh, trample. 3 mana, 3/2. All of our creatures have haste. This guy crews things. Or, sorry, trample. I mean, that's... Because we need creatures to crew, that becomes just as good as Sphere Grid, right? Like, this crews the thing that our deck needs to do. So it's like, you know... You know what I mean? Let's see. This is bigger. This is big. This makes cats. This taps for mana of any color. Covers both things? Yeah. This just makes everything bigger. Mana value 4 or less. Damn. Sucks that it stops at 4 or less. That's like the minimum of like most vehicles. World Dragon. Yeah. Blasphemous Act. Fanatic is fine. These exist. Heroic Intervention. Boommobile. Enters only to activate abilities, right? So like a 4-mana 5/5 gives us 4 mana, but we're not using that 4 mana like as soon as it comes out. I mean, if we are, it just deals, what, 1 damage to any target? Like, that doesn't do anything for us. Boommobile. So if we just don't look at the rest, right, it's a 4-mana 6/6 with our commander. No haste, no trample, just a naked 4-mana 6/6, which I don't think is worth it. Hey, Fish and Magic! Let's go. Sorry for bothering you on it. A 2010 trample is nice with Skullspore Nexus tap ability. I'll stop now. Gimmicking, you're okay. Like, just, yeah, super, just understand, I've never played the Skullspore Nexus, right? So, like, it's, Fish and Magic, thank you very much for bringing your raiders over here. Welcome to the Kurotsuki channel. We are going over a, Balthier and Fran, Commander deck tech. Building this from the ground up to be the ultimate, you see them right here, the ultimate vehicle duo in red-green that you can get. It's a little hard, not gonna lie. there is only so many red-green vehicles that are good. There are so many red-green vehicles that are okay. Have to go. All right, thank you very much, Mr. Magic. Big old heart. See you. It's good to see you, friend. Yeah, this is this budget? Because if not, Xenagos just auto-include here. I'm trying to think. Xenagos is an auto-include, right? Because, like, we play a vehicle, we crew it, Xenagos sees it, says go for it, hits. Yes, you're right. It's the extra combat. And that's something that we didn't go over, chat. That was my fault. I skipped that topic. I skipped the topic of extra combat. That's so true. I skipped the topic of extra combat value, right? Because, like, Xenagos for sure goes under the extra combat tag here. Because even if our commander is the only reason we get extra combat, just the fact that this guy says, at the beginning of combat on our turn, another target creature gets haste and gets plus X until end of turn, where X is the creature's power, right? And we get that twice because of our commander. Or, well, you know, we get 2 combat. So that's my bad. I skipped that step. We just covered the vehicle stuff, but I actually have it written here like extra combat. So we got to make sure we look at that really fast. So we're traveling back here. We're traveling back to the topic zone really fast. The topic is extra combat value. Chat, please help me find some extra combat stuff, right? So Xenagos is one of them. New Secret Lair Alert, which I still think is... there's so many red-green vehicles that exist, which I think are still available. Wait, which one? What's the New Secret Lair? There are only so many. Yeah, correct. Alright, yeah, extra combat value. We have Xenagos as one. I don't think that there's that many more. But just things that care about extra combats. I don't need things that give me extra combat. I'm okay with just the one from our commander. I'm okay with just that one, right? But is there benefits from this extra combat like Xenagos gives? Umaro, Raging Yeti. Beginning combat in your turn, other creatures you control get plus 3/0 and trample. Discard your hand, draw 4 cards, or deal 5 damage to any target. The discard your hand, draw 4 cards is not my favorite idea. We don't, like, guaranteed run out of cards in our hands in this deck, like, all that much. Like, it's not like a guarantee sort of thing. So we won't always be drawing 4 cards. Sometimes we'll just be, like, milling. Clouth. Fuck. I hate Clouth. Clouth is too good of a card. Why is this damn dragon in my face? Yeah. Yeah. I hate this fucking dragon. I hate him so much. Yeah. Yeah. I hate this dragon so much. It's too good. I hate it because it's too good. It's literally just too good of a card. It's too good of a card. Unnecessary. Hate it so much. You're going power. There's always unnatural growth. I like that. I like that. I like unnatural growth as a suggestion here. Yep, that's so true. So true. So at the beginning of each combat, double the power and toughness of each creature you control. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very, very, very good. Do we want... let's see. Because our commander doesn't untap creatures, is there an extra combat that does? Like, Karlach does... Karlach untaps attacking creatures, right? Or something like that? I know. I want to be able to crew every vehicle. I know the vigilance part. I was thinking, like, what if there's vehicles that weren't able to be crewed because we don't have enough creatures, but that really shouldn't be an issue. Ferocification. At the beginning of combat on your turn, choose one target creature. Gets 2-0. Target creature you control gains menace and haste until end of turn. Too small. But good call, Wobbler. I just like, for 3 mana, we're playing our commander and stuff at that time. It does allow like a small thing to accrue a larger thing, but I want the bigger swings for this combat stuff. There's a Dominus that does it too. Oh, the green one. The green Dominus. What's the stupid name? I think the better solution is to the problems that is there more creatures that crew them, not extra combats. Yeah, that's super fair. That's why I kind of like dropped it. Anzrag the Quake Mole. What kind of 4 mana 8/4. When it becomes blocked, untap each creature you control after this combat phase an additional one. Oh yeah. I mean that is funny. That is funny. And that does do exactly what I asked, where it's just like, hey, is there something that like lets us do that thing? That's funny. That will kill people. That is funny, yeah. Zophandrel, yeah, it's also a creature. Yeah, it is a creature. I don't really necessarily want this 8/4 to crew something. That sounds like a waste. Kamal, Halter of Krosa, too much mana, I think, right? That's like 8 mana? We ain't diving into the tank. Yeah. He does do a lot of what we're asking for. It's just that for 8 mana, like that's like really late game. Does get +3/+3 in trample, which I can't deny that being really good. Aggravated Assault does not untap non-attacking creatures. Yeah. And Aggravated Assault only works with Clouth out, right? Like, in terms of in this deck, like, you know, it only kind of... I don't want to rely on, like, another card in the 99 to make another card in the 99 work. It does work if we just have the mana for it. That is, like, that's just, like, also always very true. For Aggravated Assault, what, 4 mana? 3 mana? It's 5 mana, right. Funny enough, would you consider Bellow? Bellow's in here. Bellow's in the deck. What about Helena? Yes! Thank you. Magic's favorite Sapphic couple. Comboed with Final Fantasy XII's favorite couple. Huh? 5 mana, yeah, an ability. Yep. Yeah. Robertine, that was a decent suggestion with Kamal, Fist of Krosa. It will win us the game, Kamal, Fist of Krosa. I'm worried about the 8 mana cost, because we're not, like, the biggest acceleration deck ever. So it just has me worried that it'll just, like, sit and burn a hole in my hand. And I don't want that. But Kamal would 100%, like, you know, fix, like, just, I mean, we win the game with that, right? We'll win the game with Kamal and just our commander. What about Full Throttle? Oh. Full Throttle, 6 mana for what, 3 combat phases, right? That's not bad. Like 6 mana just to be like, hey, I'm gonna like win now, right? Oh, 9 mana for Full Throttle plus our commander. That's true. But I still think 3 combats is enough, right? Chandra Spark Hunter, we have Chandra Spark Hunter in here. I think that 3 combats is enough, even if it's not, like, you know, even if we're not using our commander. I feel like 3 combats is, like, pretty, like, clenches the win right there, you know? If we're not killing with 2 combats, we have other things we need to work on. Exactly. So like full throttle just like clutches it, you know, like super clutches it. No, you're good, Clicky. You're good. You're good. Yeah. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We can do full throttle. I think, and you know what? It's an Aether Drift theme. Good for them, you know? Good for Aether Drift. Good for Aether Drift. Okay, I think that is... I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good, I say, smoothing over my beard. Oh, Great Train Heist is also extra combats, too. I think we have enough vehicles in here to like kill pretty much anyone we want, right? Like we kill hard. I'd say we kill things, right? I think that this deck is... I think that we're cooking with this deck. Yeah. I think that we're fine. I do like the Roaring Earth, though. I'm definitely keeping that. Alright. Where are we at? We had... we had Xenagos. We had... I'm not adding Clouth. I don't wanna. I like the Unnatural Growth, for sure. I like the Helena and Elena. I like Full Throttle. Let me see. What's up? Depending on mana that's available, it infinite untaps. Oh, with Aggravated Assault. Yeah, like Fanatic of Ronus. Or no, Aggravated Assault is what? 3 red? Yeah. I mean, that's still like a lot, though. I mean, Cultivator's Caravan, Aggravate, yeah. Oh my god. Aggravated Assault. Yeah, we can do Aggravated Assault. Loyal Guardian gets counters on your creatures every combat. Is that the green one? Ah, 5 mana's a lot. 5 mana's a lot. 5 mana's a little too much. Oh, but it does all my creatures, though. 5 mana's a lot. I don't know. We're casting our like game-winning spells on 5 mana. You know what I'm saying? Dionys? The hell is a Dionys? Oh no. I mean, like, I get it. God, that's stupid. What a stupid card. We're not too far into the elf typal mana dork train for this card, but yeah, this card's stupid. This card's dumb. Recon value? Which one? That's a fair one, Saiyan King. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it heavily. Master Seymour is smaller. Oh, Master Seymour. Maester. Okay. At the beginning of combat, your turn. Well. What? No, what? They're not even, like, close to the same card. I mean, I guess it's just one less. I mean... Yeah, but Helena and Helena gives them haste, though. Like, yeah, they're 1 mana more, but they do... They do differently. They do... yeah, no, I don't... I think they're different cards, and I think the haste factor is a little bit more what we want here. Is Recon beta value with the proliferate? Oh! Theta, you mean? I think it's Theta. Right? Yeah, Recon Craft Theta. That's crazy. Wait a minute. Okay, hold on. Are you cooking now? Wait a minute. You might... Hold on, you might be... Channel might be cooked. Each creature you control. Alright. Let's cut down on some of the vehicles. I know that we can do that, at the very least. We can cut down on some of the vehicles. I think that this is fine. For 3 mana, this thing just, like, gets bigger. And has trample built in. I think that's fine. For 5 mana, right? For 5 mana, we get our naturally strongest creature in the game. For just 5 mana. Which I think is pretty fine. Like, yeah, it's just, like, an uncommon. But, like, our biggest creature only costs 5 mana. Which I think we can work with. And, again, built-in trample. Eska's Chariot. ETB makes some cats which will pilot all the things. Which will crew all the things. Attack, make another cat. Because we don't have any other token things in here. This bike, for 3 mana, we get a mana rock. That is sometimes a vehicle. I guess. Go for Glorious Sunrise. We can pick apart a variety of benefits at the start of each combat. Oh. Is Glorious Sunrise is combat? I thought that was main phase 2. Oh, shit. Damn. Wait, that's kind of hot. What? Hold up. Hold up. Rob, are you cooking? Hold on. That's kind of hot, actually. Huh. Okay. Rayonia gets you copies of creatures equal to 1 plus a number of instant sorceries you casting your turn. So even if you didn't cast anything, you get a copy of Great Vehicles every combat. Every card, we stray further and further from being done. At the beginning of combat, your turn remain X other creatures you control. X is 1. Well, okay, hold on. The vehicle would come into play. Like the copy vehicle we made would be a vehicle. We would have to crew it again. That's not. That ain't it. That ain't it, brother. Brother Bear. That ain't it. Because if we would make a copy of an artifact or like of a vehicle because it's a creature. But then it would need to be crewed, and that's just like that's. Yeah. All right. I'm okay. I'm a little titsy on Glorious Sunrise here. I do like the +1/+1 for all and trample for all of our creatures. And honestly, because this is turn 5, we start like kind of playing around with shit here. Got not a lot of ETB vehicles, plus a lot of legendary vehicles. Also true. Literally all true for those things. Okay. Let's scroll up. I just want to see if there's like vehicles we can take out. Because there's some. Let's see. Lumbering World Wagon. This also gets bigger over time. Enters Aura attacks. We get more lands. We can't say no to this. This card is good. This card is also good for Thunderous Velocipede. That is good. This Valahart bike, I'm gonna put it to considering just so we can, 3 mana for a mana rock is kind of whatever. Okay, this Aggravated Assault looks sick as fuck though. But we're gonna go for the anime one because this is a anime game. All right, Aggravated Assault is gonna be our maybe. I only want because our commander gives extra combats, I'm not super interested in like making this a, like, okay, like, 12 other cards that give extra combats dot deck. Like, since our commander does it's like a Karlach deck, right? Like, a Karlach deck doesn't need 12 more aggravated assault copies in it, because you kind of just, like, Karlach's already doing the work. So aggravated assault's a maybe. Fanatic Aronis, our commander is 4 power, so that thing's always thick. I know we said, like, maybe not these, maybe not. You said, like, not the 2-drop mana rocks. I mean, I don't know. Arcane Signals just cost 2, you know what I'm saying? Heroic Intervention we need. Push the limit. Yeah, so if there is a board wipe, we literally bring all of our shit back. They become creatures and they crash out. I mean, yeah. Yes, just one card that does that is perfectly fine by me. Mana Dorks for aggravated assault to be worth it, to be honest. There's also that, too. Alright, so this is a 4 mana, and because our commander is, like, so small potatoes, you know what I'm saying? I think that Balthiar and Fran will always exist, because, like, who would kill them? What, you monsters? I will give them boots, though. Hold on. I will give them boots. I will do that. Clamorous Ironclad. A 4 mana, 7/4 with menace and cycling. I don't think that's worth it. I know I said that the other 5 mana, like 7/5, which would be like an 8/6, is worth it. But that has trample. This doesn't. Menace ain't shit. And cycling ain't shit either. Gastral Thrill Roller. 3 mana for a 5/3 trample haste. So 3 mana, 5/3 trample haste vigilance. I don't even have to crew it, right? And then we can pay 4 to discard the card to return it to our hand. Sure, whatever. Sure, like, I guess this is fine. This is the borderline fine. Horde Hauler. Deals combat damage to the player. Create a token for each artifact they control. That's hot. Yeah, we could, no, this might give us a lot of money. Horde Hauler might be giving us a lot of money. I think that's fine. A 4 mana 6/6 with trample. Give us money, for sure. Magmatic Galleon. 5 mana 6/6 with removal. And if someone takes extra burn damage, they, give us a treasure, and that's fine. RMS Titanic. Flying, trample, 8/2, vigilance, reach, or whatever. Deals combat damage to player. Yeah, dude, we're gonna get so much money. Greaves. Alright, so Midnight Crusader Shuttle. Hold on, did I not? Hold on, put this with vehicles. Listen, Skullspore Nexus, I'm looking at you lengthwise here. Whenever one or more non-token creatures you control die, make a dinosaur, a fungus dinosaur, base farm toughness equal to the total power of those creatures. I'm looking at it. It's clearly a good card. Double target creature's power until end of turn. This card is perfectly fine. Like, I'm not mad at it. Making a dinosaur. The tap ability is the one I look at with double target creature's power to it. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hot. Shit's kind of hot. Sucks that Helm of the Host is so expensive. Would be fun in the deck. Helm of the Host would be awful in this deck because we run into the same thing. You make another vehicle, but the vehicle is just another vehicle, and it would fall off of if we put on the vehicle, it would fall off every time it stopped being a creature. So yeah, like, this just ain't the deck for Helm of the Host. This just ain't the deck for clones, right? Like, just vehicles just are not the deck for clones. It just don't be that way. Most time it's just 2 mana to cast. I'm keeping it in. Alright. Creatures you control have trample. Nice. Right. And they don't have trample, which is cool. Neat. This is alright. Spider, this is like our only draw power in the game, so Chief of the Foundry, I think that I can actually take this out. As much as I think that this is a perfectly offensive card, like, I don't think this card's offensive in the slightest. It buffs half of what our deck is about, only costs us 3 mana, and it can still crew things. And I still think it's not good enough. Bellow draws? Oh, okay. The point would be to copy your commander and make your vehicles... Oh, yeah. And raise Catalyzer. For 2 mana, we get a 3/1, so it can crew a lot of things. And eventually it taps for mana. I'm just going to say it never taps for mana. And because even if we play this late game, this is the only Start Your Engines cards we have. We could run the land, but like, you know, what if we don't get that? So this guy will like literally never tap for red unless it's like, you know, too late. I think that we can just take this out. Helena and Helena, these women can crew and still value, right? Like they can give value to things and still crew. They also are in our extra combat buffers. We like this. And they get plus and counters, which is permanent. House Cartographer. At the beginning of your second main phase, if House Cartographer is tapped, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a land card. So these are... We're going to put these under good pilots. This is the good pilot section. It's just a better... You know, they straight up just do better as a pilot than you would think. This is a mana dork that gives us value. This is a mana dork that gives us value. Yeah. Expend 4, make this bigger. Sure, you know, whatever. Steel Overseer. Steel Overseer is actually would do arguably less than Chief of the Foundry, because Chief of the Foundry, 1, can crew vehicles. Steel Overseer needs to tap itself to crew things. 2, it only adds to our currently animated vehicles, right? So only the vehicles that are currently animated, which, you know, there's 1 less creature on the board that's there to animate them. Only our animated vehicles will get a +1/+1 counter. And we're only going to have so many vehicles out per game, right? Like, I think like 4 on the board at most. And +1/+1 counters on 4 vehicles per game is not worth it. It's not worth a creature that won't ever crew. Whereas Chief of the Foundry is like, hey, any vehicles that I see, whether it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever, they're always just +1/+1, and I'm gonna crew them. That's like Chief of the Foundry does more in this case. Miria. So for 3 mana, my vehicles that aren't attacking, or if they did attack, right? Like they can swing for vigilance, deal damage, and if I rule out the idea that I'm gonna get swung back at, I can tap them for mana to play another vehicle, I guess. And technically draw. Like, technically draw. It's fine, I guess. It's like, okay. She's more used to a much different artifact deck, not necessarily vehicles, but I think that she can still be used. Loyal Guardian, 5 mana for every creature I control, including my currently animated vehicles, will get a +1/+1 counter. Is that what I want to do on turn 5? I don't think it is. It's not. I think on turn 5, I would want either my next biggest vehicle or Xenagos or in extra combat plus something else. I think that's what I'm trying to do on turn 5. As much as, you know, it does feed in with the extra combats, more counters and stuff like that. I 100% get that. But I'm just trying to think of, like, playing that on turn 5 does feel bad. Unless I'm about to go off next turn with multiple combats, which I could. I could aggravate or find Full Throttle could just fucking come out next turn. Speedway Fanatic, give a vehicle haste. Pilot. This is a mana dork that also pilots. This is literally here. I mean, like, listen, it does let me go from turn 3 to 4, So I guarantee, like, you know, I mean, I already have my commander, I guess, at turn 3, but, yeah, I go from, like, 3 to 4, I suppose. Ramp, good pilot. Right, exactly, yeah. Like, it is a good pilot. Because it crews everything else. Because I think so far, every crew that we've seen is, what, 3... I might separate this between, like, crew 2, 3, and 4. I might do that. Set it by color. 3, 4. There's a couple 4s. Luckily, our commander hits them, but there are multiple 4s up in this bitch, and a lot of 3s. A lot of 3s. So 3 is our magic number here. That's why Chief of the Foundry is just like too low. All right, Glorious Sunrise. Now, when we're talking about things on turn 5 to play, you know, +1/+1 counter to a board state that might not necessarily be in the mood for swinging on turn 5, that's one thing, right? But a 5 mana to say, hey, I drew a card, right? Cool. Or gain 3 life, or is going to make something produce 3 more mana, or +1/+1 and trample. That's something else, right? Like, that is what I would rather do on turn 5 than the Lieutenant, because the Lieutenant's very, like, hey, whatever's alive right now, +1/+1 counter. Which is cool, that's permanent. But Glorious Sunrise, if I'm about to win, like, if I know that I can aggravate assault people to death, Glorious Sunrise will actually make me win that more, because it gives me trample and +1/+1. I think it's a good card to keep. Helps extra combat off your commander. Yep. And chooses another. Yep. The land one. Exactly. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Roaring Earth. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature or vehicle. I like this as just like this passive thing that's happening. Turns on Theta, I'm gonna fight you. I like this as like just this passive card that's valuing, if that makes sense. Like, that makes sense, right? Like, it's kind of just always doing shit. Yeah, you're good. I forgot what we were talking about. I think that Roaring Earth is good. Maybe it's also just the novelty of never really seeing this card do something, and it says vehicles on it, and I want it to be used, you know? There's, like, a little bit of that, too. Little Island of Lost Toys vibe going on, but, like, yeah, I think that a vehicle that gets bigger over time is nice. Goes, you have issues with having enough pilots, is asking us to stuff all of our pilots into it for one big old turn? Yes. The Vault is glorious. Oh, yeah. Wait, Aggravate Assault, Univault, and Glorious, right? What? Make it tap for green? Well, that just pays for the colorless part of the Aggravate Assault. We still need 2 red, which is, you know, that's a lot. I've been waiting to make this commander since I heard there was a FF set. Thanks for doing this for me. I'm gonna buy this when you're done. I already made a Voltron Lightning for myself. Oh my god, that's what this whole thing is about. Thank you, Dylan. I hope you enjoy this deck tag. I'm trying to make it so good, because I might build this too. Like, legitimately, like, this looks like fun, and I think I will probably build this as well. So, well, hey, listen, Dylan, Pickle Gaming, just make sure, okay? Unless you have a code of your own, if you buy this, coolstuffinc.com using code Kuro. That's all I'm saying, chat. That's the only thing I ever ask for, okay? Other than like, subscribe, comment down below, all that stuff. I do ask for that too. But also, when you pick up cards, because I know you're going to pick up cards, coolstuffinc.com, right? Just code Kuro, 5% off for you. Just good value for me too. Like, it, you know, it's a nice symbiotic relationship there. Where was there a face breaker? Shit, there's no face breaker. Fran is your favorite Final Fantasy chair? Hell yeah. I shop local first and foremost, which you all should always do. You should always do. And then when you can't, like when there's not that, then that. Yes, but shop local. Beast Within for removal. Road Rage. I mean, I think Road Rage will literally just, like, kill anything, right? Like, Road Rage is literally just, like, even early game, because it's 2+ the number, so it's just, like, this will literally always just kill something. And it's flavorful, so I'm gonna... In fact, you need to buy the foil version of that because I think that's funny. Run over for a green. It's probably not worth it. That sucks. Finally, someone found the FFX deck today. Hey, Scourge. 27 lands. The fuck happened here? Oh. What did I do? Oh, chat, we're at 116 cards. Yikers. That's crazy. No, I just added the forests and nothing happened. So hold on, they're tagged somewhere. I don't know where I could have possibly tagged them. I have no idea where I could have possibly tagged them. Chat, what happened? There's now 21 forests in the deck. Perfect. Everyone buy now. Okay, hold on. Let me just turn the tags off really fast. Sorry. I don't know what happened there, but simply don't do that. Remove all. Okay. Alrighty. Alright. Yeah. I don't know what happened there. Alright, tags back on. We know that we have lands. No, chat, listen. Dylan, I'm telling you, you need 21 forests on top of the 27 other lands. I promise. It's the tech, dude. Do you have the ship from the game in the deck? The Strawl? Oh, yeah, we do have, hold on. You do make a really good point, so we need to make sure that we... Smuggler's Copter... Oh, it's in vehicles. That's crazy. I don't know how we did that. Smuggler's Copter... I'm sorry, Smuggler's Copter? That's crazy. Alright, well, it has to be the right printing, which of course is going to be the Straw. Okay. Yeah, this has to go in the deck, chat. Like, no matter what. It has to go in the deck, because it's literally the ship that they have, so... Forrest got tagged as vehicles? Yeah. So yes, Dylan, we do. We do indeed have that. Alright, I think we're getting rid of Tree for the Foundry. As much as it saddens me, I think we are. Throwing Earth I like. Beast Within, Road Rage. This is just like our only bits of removal. 38 lands. That's our standard. Okay, so this will win us the game. This will also potentially literally win us the game, especially after a board wipe. Like, we will literally just, like, crash out with this. Agafil and Full Throttle should go. Our commander has extra combat. Spending deck space on is more redundant. I'll choose one of them to go. I like Full Throttle because it's more on theme with Aether Drift. And we're Tokyo drifting. I know our commander has extra thing. Full Throttle is just like a one way to be like, hey, I want the game to end now, so here's 3 combats in a row. That's all. I do want one, like, breaking case of glass. Like, I just want the game to end, sort of thing. Full Throttle only does anything if 2 combats was not enough to end the game. Exactly. Well, it's to finish the game fully, to kill all players versus just, like, maybe 2 out of the 3. Non-token artifact creatures and vehicles you can draw a modular 1. Whenever you put... Oh, okay. Modular 3. Move that from Blaster into another artifact. That artifact gains haste until end turn. Blaster's okay. Okay, sure. Whatever. Blaster's fine. So yeah, Bellow's obviously great. What does he draw cards? Whenever this creature does combat, draw a card. He's insane. Bellow's insane, bro. So why fail the same way again? We'll never fail. I've aggravated Assault in full throttle already in your lightning deck, so nice. Money got us. Yeah, true. We kill everyone with the full throttle. I'm down to take out aggravated though. Foundry Inspector. Artifacts cost 1 less and has 3 power. I like that. This is good. This is good. Intrepid Stable Master. Taps for 2 mana for vehicles and stuff. That's fine. And a Mana Dork. Do this on Mana Dork. That's Mana Rock. I gotta stop that tweet from going out. Sorry. I'm just moving the tweet about lightning until later. I planned on starting lightning at 10, but you know how it is in the Kurohitsuki channel, everyone. I think I'm gonna do like 12 deck techs in one night, and then like I hit my second wind like halfway through the first one, and then now it's just like, wait a minute, I need to focus literally all forward firepower on this deck until it's perfect. We have plenty of other ramp. I believe you on that. We'll move that. Alright, so artifact spells 1 less, fine. Historic spells 1 less, fine. Kona, free cards, fine. Magda. Don't need this. Don't need this at all. There's no other dwarves in this deck. Magda will get up to like 4 treasures or something. I don't. Oh, she's like fine. Ugh, she's fine. I guess. She's so weird. Yeah, she's for a 2-drop. She's really good pilot value. Good pilot. Oh, this is also a good pilot. A good pilot and a good boy. The best boy. That should, a different topic is best boy for Kona. Each creature that's attacking one of your opponents has trample, which is good. This is our trample passive here. And then pay green, we can put a creature or vehicle from our hand to the battlefield. If it's a vehicle, it actually comes with 2+1+ encounters, which is really fucking good. Good pilot, good boy. Good boy, yes. Good pilot, yes you are. And then artifact creatures have haste. I don't know how much I care about this card. It being a 1/3, yeah, yes, it makes a Thopter, but it being a 1/3, with our commander, our vehicles have reach, so that part doesn't matter. Blocking flyers doesn't matter. Our artifacts having haste, I would rather. We have enough room for these specific cards to give one thing haste and make it bigger, and I think that's fine, right? Making something bigger and give it haste and, you know, extra combat with our commander, that's better than like a blanket, oh, you all have haste, whoa. It's like, well, there's only 2 vehicles on the board state anyway, so like whatever. So yeah, I think that's way better. And take out the aggro assault, take out the arcane signatus. All right, we only need to take out 13 more cards, chat. There's a lot of colorless vehicles that we can go down on. There's a lot more. Okay, so these are good. I like it. What do you do again? Then you come on your turn up to... Oh, right. You just crew a vehicle, don't you? That's fucking crazy. Okay, yeah. I forgot she just... Oh my god. Extra combats are great. Extra combats are fantastic. Oh, would you like one more vehicle attacking you than before? Crazy. For Thopter's, Loyal Apprentice is better. Correct, and we don't even need that. I think Rescue Leopard is a cut. It's just card selection. It's definitely not card plus, that's for sure. Yeah. Sacrifice an artifact or discard a card if you do draw a card. That's fine. Make a vehicle, sure. Whenever an artifact you control enters... I mean, yeah, we'll never get to the 7, but, I mean, maybe. You know? I mean, if we're goofy enough. Alright, let's look at these vehicles. It's a first striking vehicle. Thundering Chariot does nothing. It is a first striking vehicle with trample built in. Take that back. And when we give it vigilance and reach, it can block everything with first strike. Crazy, dude. Alright, Brotherhood Vertibird. Vertibird. Is there... Do these have stats on how many artifacts are in here? No? Okay. French Vanilla is the definition of does nothing. How dare you. Careening Minecart. When a 3-mana 3/3, when it attacks, I make a treasure token. Is there not... Well, sorry, a 3-mana 4/4, I should say. Is there not... better? Are we not doing better than that, or no? Are we not doing better than that? This shit has to hit, but it will. This shit has to hit, but it will. Yeah, we're doing better than that. It's one of the best cards in the deck. What's going on? Conqueror's Galleon attacks into... Oh. Oh, we don't need this. We have other things to use our mana on. It's not going to be this Conqueror's Foothold, IMO, in my honest opinion. Like, we'll play this card for 4, and then we'll swing, and then we'll be like, oh god, it costs 4 to crew it? We don't even get an extra combat with this card. Nah, brother bear. No, dude, that's awful. Our commander will crew it, but it won't deal damage because it's after combat. It gets exiled and flipped, so we won't even do the thing. Like, no, dude. If there's a professional facebreaker, but there's not. Ooh, that's true, actually. Putting minecart next to Thundering Chariot, the minecart does something great. The chariot is literally nothing. It is literally a guy on the chariot with first strike. Dermataxi. ETB, exile a creature. Tap 2 creatures. Make it a copy of the exile card. Okay, so, like, question. For someone who's not run Dermataxi. Okay. I don't play this on turn 2, right? Like, I just don't do that. I simply do not play this on turn 2. I shan't do that. I have to wait, right? Like, I wait. You have not liked Dermataxi? I'm not about it. It's just a dead card in my hand for... Until something good dies, which is, like, crazy. Yeah. I'm, like, yeah, like, and on the high happy days, for sure. But... I live on the edge. I live in Magical Fairy Christmas Land, and I still don't believe in that. Alright. Sorry, I'm, like, careening off the side. Whenever getaway card attacks or blocks, return them to one target creature. Oh. I don't want that. Excuse us, chat. We do not want this. We don't want this at all. Oh, gods. Oh, god, no. Bello isn't the commander. It's the secret commander? Correct. ETB, 4 damage to each opponent. That's fine to me. Because this is a 5-mana 7/7 with trample and deals 4 damage. Lifecraft Engine. Choose a creature type. I guess we literally don't care about creature type, right? Like, at most we say human for Torgal. At most. And then each creature you control, the chosen type, other than this vehicle, gets +1/+1. So, this is a 3-mana 5/5 that lords other things. I think I'd still rather the Chief of the Foundry, actually. Every vehicle is the type that you name, but we don't care, right? Like, it's just like, oh, like Torgal gets a +1/+ encounter on it, but this still actually Torgal still wants it to be a creature, actually. So it wouldn't even, like, it doesn't mean anything. It just doesn't mean anything. Fuck. Oh my god, I fucking hate Magda. Oh my god, you're right. Yeah, fine. My hatred for Magda stems from the one and only CDH tournament I ever went to, and the one game, the one experience that ruined the entire event for me. Like, listen, I'm a casual Commander player, okay? I just like to have fun here. And I had, like, the worst experience was with a Magda player who basically lied, like, just and like, that's just, like, ruined it for me. So I am like, I don't like Magda. She's fine. She's great. She's too good. She should be removed at every millisecond of every moment because she's that good. Yeah, yeah. Magda is like, it's a kill on sight. Kill that opponent on sight too. Alright, fine. Lifecraft engine, we get dwarves. Alright. Fine. Only because of Magda and Lifecraft engine and this careening minecart am I okay with taking this luxurious locomotive off, okay? I think this card's hilarious. I would be perfectly fine with crewing my entire heart and soul into this deck, into that card. But I see where it no longer needs it. Alright, Midnight Crusader. Okay, so we're hitting... Well... Yeah, we're... Okay. The 4 mana bans, like, literally the cost of 4 mana for these artifacts is, like, a very specific line that I want to, like, make sure that we kind of, like... master, okay? Because it needs to be good, I guess. So whenever Midnight Shadow attacks, defending player either chooses to sacrifice a creature or regain control of a creature of our choice. So they will sacrifice, basically. Okay. Alright, so yeah, it's 4 mana, attack someone, and they always sacrifice. Which is not bad. I guess. That's fine. And extra combats is hot with this, actually. Ooh, extra combats is kind of sick with it. Yeah. Okay. Gimmicking, I do see you. I am probably gonna add a professional face breaker. In fact. Alright, face breaker. Get on in there. PFB. Alright. Midnight Crusader Shuttle stays. Alright. Mighty Servant of Luco. Alright. 3 mana. 3 mana. Okay. Yeah, do we see that? We count that? 3 mana. Where'd you go? For a 7/7, because of our commander. Trample. Whenever it becomes crude for the first... Yeah. The 2 creatures part is going to be, like, annoying or whatever, but, like, it's fine. Even if... Oh, crude for the first time this turn. You sons of bitches. You knew what you were doing. God damn it. Doctor Who cards are weirdly nutty sometimes. Damn right they are. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to player, draw 2 cards. Brother, give me extra combats. Give me extra combats. That's really fucking good. I like that. That word is pretty good. Yeah, this is sick, actually. This D&D ass card. Yeah, this is cool. We're gonna play this. Right, we're keeping this. Nautiloid ship. We already know that we keep Nautiloid ship. This is not even a question. This card's, like, obviously, like, insane. It's insane. Like, obviously. I'm not even gonna read this. Okay, fine. I'll read it for posterity. 4 mana, 6/6 with flying, vigilance, and reach. The reach part is important. When it enters the battlefield, exile target player's graveyard. Whenever Nautiloid ship deals combat damage to a player, you may put a creature card, exile Nautiloid ship onto the graveyard or onto the battlefield under your control. This card's good. Card's one of the best ever. The even if is bad. We need our vehicles to do something, so this is all about how reasonably we can use 2 creatures to crew it. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with this. It's still a 3 mana 7/7 with trample. Like, it's still that at the end of the day, though, right? Like, it still is that. Reckoner is the only colorless pilot gen. Yeah, we just don't, like, they just don't make pilots in outside of white and blue. They just don't. Like, they just literally don't. And mana dorks, yeah, and mana dorks. I'll put mana dorks in this to draw, like, what, 4 cards and shit. Shit. Yeah, not only should we keep... Okay, Reaver Titan. We just keep this, right? Crew 4, our commander does it. We get extra... Oh my god, whenever it attacks, it deals 5 damage to each opponent, and then in extra combat, we deal another 5 damage. What the fuck? That's crazy. Yeah, okay. Like, obviously, right? Like, clearly. Reaver Titan might go, but not yet. That is insane. What did I just say? We attack twice and deal 10 damage. What the fuck are you talking about? Yo, alright, anyway, I'm not, yeah, Reckoner Bankbuster. We're just moving on. Reckoner Basebuster. Yeah, it gets some pilots and stuff. Yeah, it's like the 2-mana artifact, or 2-mana vehicle that everyone loves. It's fine. Like, it's actually really good. You know what, my only context of using Reckoner Bankbuster, I know it was good in Standard. My only context is Shurikai. And Shurikai, like, already does so much. So, I've never truly, like, appreciated Reckoner Bankbuster, because I'm I'm dealing in a class above with my vehicles, you know. I have flying cars, darling. So your Reckoner Bankbuster, I'm sure it's cute and all, but like I'm in the future with my commander drawing me cards and making me pilots. So I'm sure it's good for the standard players, but we're gonna keep it. Oh god, recant. Okay, hold on. All right, do we do enough? Okay, literally on every single card that we've talked about so far, how many times are we talking about +1/+1 counters? Fucking once? Ugh, I don't like this art. I do not like this art. We're gonna do this art. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. 2, 3, 4. No, we're not doing it. Theta's funny. No, it's just, I mean, we literally just don't need to proliferate. Like, we objectively just don't. Like, we don't need to do that. Also, hold on. Create a 0/0 alien with a +1/+1 counter. Does it make an alien that can't pilot it? Is that... What? Is that in the lore? Like, what the fuck? There's some more, though. Not enough to be worth it. Not enough to be worth it. Not enough to be worth it. No, no, no. That's the reference? Okay. Alright, Renegade Freighter. This is a 3-mana, 5/4, 6/4, 6/5, actually, with Trample. Okay? That's how we look at this. A 3-mana, 6/5 with Trample. Crew 2. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. Okay, it's not good enough. It does nothing. Alright, Ribskiff. Toxic 2. Oh, gods. We just got rid of our Proliferate card. Toxic's bad now. Enters the battlefield, draw a card. I'd rather a sad robot than Ribskiff, if I'm being completely honest with you. I'd much rather a sad robot, like, every day of the week. Yeah, I'd rather... I don't care too much for this card. Reach, Vigilance, not Trample. Yeah, I give everything Reach and Vigilance. I have multiple things in here that give Trample, but the Reach and Vigilance is where it's at. Rocketeer Boost Buggy. Oh, hey, look at this. Man, why am I even looking at this careening minecart? I got a Rocketeer Boost Buggy right here, bro. Making me treasures and shit. Treasures and shit. Wow. For 3 colorless, I can make this an artifact creature and put a +1/+1 counter on it. Wow. Wow, careening minecart. You better watch out. Here. I can spend one whole careening minecart to get a card that dies to careening minecart. Alright. Alrighty. Alrighty, Bugbear. Alright, Rolling Hamsphere. This card obviously stays, right? +1/+1 for each hamster. When it attacks, make 3 hamsters. Damage, X number of hamsters we control. Obviously, you know, we just, like, obviously, right? This just stays. It's also crazy art. Like, literally, just crazy art. And extra combats. Extra combats. Na-na-na. Extra combats. It's pretty good. Sky Sovereign. ETB, 3 damage. Attack, 3 damage. Extra combat, 3 damage. Let's go, baby. Sky Sovereign. I've loved Sky Sovereign ever since it was made. I love this card. I love Sky Sovereign. And you know what? I just realized that it can be a commander now. And quite frankly, if Edge of Eternities was not about to come out and have spacecraft, which are hotter, not gonna lie. If Edge of Eternities was not already nut-blastingly insane, I would make a Sky Sovereign commander deck. I really would. Because I have always loved Sky Sovereign. And I said, I can't wait for Magic to do more things like Sky Sovereign. Just a big, giant, like, just legendary fucking... God damn. Good shit. Anyway, Sky Sovereign's great. It stays in this deck. Archetyping Garruk's for... I just thought of something. No. Hey, hold on. Pause. I had a brain blast. I just had a... Okay. Alright. Never mind. Anyway, don't worry about it. You'll see tomorrow, probably. Sky Sovereign. Alright. Smuggler's Bug. Oh. What? 4 mana for a 6/6. Hideaway 4. Deals combat damage to the player. You may cast it. Oh, and then we get to bring this back to our hand and recast it again. Honestly, probably not worth it, if I'm being honest with you. Like, I'm trying to... Like, this deck doesn't contain enough cards that are worth all the rigmarole that Smuggler's Buggy is, right? Hideaway is the strongest. I mean, I just don't think that... Like, we're only going to do this once, right? Like, 4 mana, what comes after our commander, 4 mana... Doesn't swing that turn for sure. Hideaway 4. We gotta hope something up there is, like, worth it. Like, it could just be as small as a fucking, like, Reckoner Bankbuster. You know? And that's just, like, I don't really think it's that worth it. I don't want this to go back to my hand, honestly. Like, I probably just want Smuggler's Buggy to stay on the battlefield. You know what I'm saying? I think there's more chances that I want Smuggler's Buggy to stay there versus bounce back to my hand, because all I'm going to do is cast a Reckoner Bankbuster, or a, you know, a Lifecraft Engine, which is, like, just not what I would rather just, like, have to, like, cast it when I want, you know? It's a card advantage engine if it goes back to hand, but, like, then I gotta recast it? I mean, I'm probably never gonna recast it, unless I'm, like, losing. I don't know. It is a May. Well, it's a May if you want to cast it. So it's like, if I don't even want to cast the card, then, like, was this card worth it? I'm kind of hesitant on it. I don't think... It could be a game ender until it's needed. You could hide the game ender until it's needed. That is also true. Just kind of be sneaky with it. Ooh, just put my full throttle in there. You turn it to hand at combat too. Okay. Okay, I'm picking up a little bit of what you're throwing down. Alright. That does sound cool to me. Yes, Dylan. If they remove it, the card is gone, so. No, you don't. For what? For what part gimmick? On the second combat with my commander, that's when I'll bring it back. Like, after that combat damage. On combat damage, you cast the card. Yeah! And I can choose not to, right? And then second combat with my commander, that's when I'll bring it back. Oh, you're saying you return it to hand at main 2? Yeah, I think Wobber meant combat. Yeah, combat 2. He said it right after that. They? I actually don't know Wobber's pronouns. I apologize. Surge Hacker Mech. ETB. You know, there's some vehicles with ETBs that I would want. You know that one vehicle that said, oh, we don't have the Golden Argusi in here. Do we want the Golden Argusi? Do we want do we have ETBs? Like, at all? No, like, none at all. Not a single one. Okay, no. The answer is no. Alright. No, yeah. I just realized, it was just like a thought in my mind. It's like, damn, that's crazy. We don't have the Golden Argusi, though. Did we even look at Cybership? Did we just determine that it was going to stay in? Yeah, we did. Alright. Yo, they need to give Cybership the new mechanic. Alright, yeah, that's fine. Regalia. The card's great. I mean, this card's like insane. It's like insane how good it is. It's kind of dumb, really. Yeah, card's obviously staying. Obviously, this is staying. There's honestly literally not a disagreement or debate that I would even stomach. Like, obviously, this stays. It's their ship, okay? Only, yeah, it only flickers the pilot. I know, so even if we, like, crewed everything under it, just, like, wouldn't be good. The straw. How much is this? $1.50? Shit. Flying for gunship and more pilots? True. Yeah, Thunderhawk gunship is the greatest vehicle thus far, so that obviously stays. Obviously stays. Then all of our vehicles would have flying, vigilance, and reach. Ooh. Alright, Thundering Chariot. 4 mana for a 4/4. First strike tramp. Damn, it's only a 3/3? Shit. It is kind of bad. I kind of forgot how much power and toughness it is. It's kind of shitty. It's kind of bad. I don't like that the mana cost is less than the power and toughness. That kind of sucks ass. I know, but first strike as a 4/4? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, no, I'm not feeling that one. Damn it. I was on its side, but I literally forgot it was a 3/3. That's kind of sucky. Unlicensed Hearth. Okay, how often does unlicensed Hearth, like, matter in a game? And I mean that, like, other than, like, maybe a clutch, like, take something from someone's graveyard, how often are we really, like, okay, turn 2, unlicensed Hearth, and you're just like, there's nothing in graveyards. Okay, cool. You know, it's like, maybe turn 4 is when there's, like, 2 cards in a single graveyard, so then you take it, and it's like, alright, now I'm a 2/2, and it's turn 4, it's like, okay, well, turn 5, it's like, maybe there's another 2 cards in the graveyard. I don't like unlicensed Hearth. I know that every deck Death Touch on an opponent's... Wait, what? All your stuff is huge. What do you think First Strike is saving you from? Death? Damn, you're right, though. Shit. I don't... I agree that every deck should have graveyard hate, and I do like that we have the Nautiloid ship, okay? But Unlicensed Hearth, to me, has always just been such a dead card. And I've put it in multiple decks, and it's just always seemed not alive for me. I would say that this is a meta call. I'm just going to put this in the meta call section, which is like the side... Well, I wasn't considering, whatever. That's a meta call. I'm going to use the Nautiloid chip as being like my one anti... graveyard. Yes, that's what we call it. That's going to be my one anti-graveyard card, but other than that, like, yeah, that's just going to be it. If you had more opponents mill, yes. It's not this. Yeah. Alright, Untethered Express. Alright, now listen. Listen here, chat. Listen here, okay? 4 mana for a 4/4, but with our commander, it's a 5/5. Built-in trample, and when it swings, it gets a +1/+1 counter, which is permanent. So now it's a 6/6. And then the next time we swing, the next combat we swing, it gets another +1/+1 counter. And it goes on and on and on. That is my petition for Untethered Express. Thank you for your consideration on this matter. It's not awful, but it's not good enough. But I'll take the it's not awful, though. That sounds good. I think every deck should be on 3 to 4, but every color can fit a couple in the land base. Oh, yeah, we could also just do that. We just throw a desert, whatever that desert is. Theta card? I know, this is a Theta card. That is true, just gimmicky. I was about to say it. This is a Theta card. But this bitch has trample built in, Brother Bear. So, listen. It swings, okay? It becomes a 6/6 with trample. And it has vigilance, so it can defend as a 6/6. And then next turn, it's an 8/8. And then the turn after, it's a 10/10, baby. Come on, dude. This is value. This is straight value. This Express is untethered. We need the Theta? We don't, bro. We don't. It's so not good. No, we don't. Stop this, man. Alright, the Weatherlight. Deal combat damage to the player. Look at the top 5. Only take 1 historic card from among them and put them to our hand. Okay. I think the real question is, which one do we like more? Because I don't think we do both. We literally can't because we have 105 cards. It's either Smuggler's Boogie or Weatherlight. It's either one or the other. But I don't think we do both. Extra combats with Weatherlight means more cards in our hands. Thoughts? Whereas extra combats with Smuggler's Buggy does not produce more cards. It's still just the one. Smuggler's the only one. Hey, Galactic, you got it. Relied on card draw. Neither Weatherlight nor the Buggy is a cut. The Buggy's... No. It has to be one of them. Yes, we are light on card draw. Something that's clearly impossible to fix. There's just no way. There's just no way to fix it, so... Unless we just put a dumbass snake in here. Could just snake it. I'd rather cut a card that does nothing than card draw. Smuggler's Buggy card draw. Kona plus the Weatherlight kind of busted actually. Discard draw. We don't have enough cards to discard draw. We could put a big dumb snake in here. Big dumb stupid snake. And then... extra combat value. Toski. Oh, Toski. That's right. And Toski can crew forever. Toski's what, 4 mana? I mean, attack Thief kind of, well, we'll just crew it. We'll just tap it so they don't have to attack. But, like, I mean... Like, I guess. Just on hit, draw cards. I mean, we do hit, and we do draw cards. I'm just surprised that there's not anything in, like, red. Well, no, I guess that makes sense. Never mind. I take it back. That's obvious. Like, obviously. I guess. Alright, well, we need to take 5 cards out, though, still. Is the thing. Hey, Mia-Vite. Good to see you, friend. How you doing? We have 5 cards to take out. 5 cards to take out. We have literally 2 pieces of removal, by the way. We are running lean. Lean. Gasolina. Number of our vehicles are removal. That is true. 1... 2... 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, yeah. 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 4, 5, yeah. So we got 5 pieces of removal. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. Chat, we're Gruul, okay? Like, if not Gruul, then die. Just gotta keep you updated. The event schedule is confirmed. Finally, hell yeah. Thank you, Mevite. I'll run delayed fire blast over blasphemous attack. We don't want to kill our pilots. I mean, I'm okay with it. If I'm being honest with you, like, I'm kind of okay with it, personally. Mizian Mortars. Plus turn 2 farewell. A number of... turn 2 foretell? Foretell. Oh, for the, So instead of a spell that's free 99, I'm gonna spend mana on it twice. Delayed Blast, Fiery Ball. Delayed Blast, Fiery Ball. Hello? Where'd you go? There you go. 2 damage or 5 damage. Mizzy Mortis is what? 4 damage? I'm not gonna do Mizzy Mortis. From hand is fine. 2 damage, white's the most cheap blockers. Those cheap dates get blasted by Fireball. True, actually. It's not free, it costs us all our pilots. That is true. You know what? That's the truest thing you've said all night. On one end, is that the true cost of Blasphemous Act is ruining our pilots. And then on the other end of just like insane shit that you've said tonight that no one agrees with is removing Reaver Titan. Alright? Wobbler is just perfectly balanced as all things should be. Yeah, that's fair. That is very fair. So yeah, from our hand, 3 mana. Foretell for what, 3? Foretell is 3, right? If I look at my shit, my Foretell deck that I need to take apart. 2? Damn, that's crazy. 2. Crazy work. Alright. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. We can, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. And yes, you are right. Like, it does cost us something. Our souls. Our pilots. Our need for speed. Alright, well, we still have 5 more cards that need to be taken out of here. Damn, Blaster does give our artifacts, our vehicles modular. Damn, they do get +1/+1 encounters. Oh no, Theta card. What's the evil Blaster look like? Oh shit, he looks sick. Yo. Shit, chat. I mean, I'm just saying, you can... I know... I know what version I'm recommending. It's gonna be this one that looks baller as shit. Olivia Theta? Oh, fuck, you're right. Oh my... No, Theta's so stupid. It's so dumb. But it's so right. No, it's so dumb. I'm gonna say it again, the full throttle, and I took out aggravated assault. I know our commander does extra combat, okay? 2 combats, 3 combats, 12 combats. 2 combats a turn is plenty to end a game. Is it now? Is it truly? I'm gonna put this in a hard considering, just to cut down on space. The hardest considering you've ever seen. This Skullspore Nexus. I don't want dinosaurs. I never asked for dinosaurs. Pilot dinosaurs? Who ever heard of them? Trying to be too cute. I agree. I ain't never seen this card in action in my life. I ain't never. Now that we have like these cards here, like I was definitely worried about like the power and the like crew ability and stuff that we had before, but like when now that I know that like we have very solid end game stuff here with like these 3 and our commander's extra combats, like I truly double power card that gives dinos if something goes wrong. No, but see, gimmicking, nothing will ever go wrong. Oh, okay. Oh, that's what it is. You were operating under the possibility of things going wrong. Gimmicking, no, come on, no, that's silly. That's silly. No. Every game is gonna go flawlessly. The only time things will go wrong is when we simply don't draw good cards. You know, if we get mana flooded, that's bad. But that's the only bad thing that could ever happen to us. Everything else is perfect. Everything else is fine. No. Okay, yeah, so we don't need the Skull Spore. We don't need the Skull. The only good thing about the Nexus is if you Blasphemous Act and you get more pilots. Right, which we negotiated away. Yeah, the Skull Spore, I'm sorry. It is being cut. It is being cut because dinosaurs cannot pilot vehicles. It is a canonical fact in the Magic the Gathering universe. They simply cannot. Give me one dinosaur that can pilot. Don't look at that. Give me one other dinosaur that can pilot. Give... Prove it. You got nothing. You got nothing. You can't. You can't. Your defenses are weak, my friend. You can. Cats are dinosaurs at Eska's at heart, and they pull Eska's chariot. That is true, but you need two of them. Ain't glowing better than Facebreaker for the specific deck? No, we're gonna punch people in the face more than glowing. Well, if we're winning, especially because of double combats, right? Especially because of double combats, we are going to hit multiple players more often than we will cast historic spells. Not to say that, like, both don't maybe go in here. What does Glowing do? Glowing has, like, a second ability. Glowing. Oh, he is also a dwarf. Whenever you cast a historic spell, create a treasure Cyrus, goad target. Oh, dude, I do like goading target creatures, though, actually. I do like goading target creatures. We can cut Lightning Greaves? What if some rat bastards go for our commander? Some assholes. Some monsters, even. It's an extra each turn, our favorite. Which one? I gotta go shower. I'm trusting you. All good, Dylan. Enjoy the shower. It's hot, so yeah, enjoy it. Imagine impulsing the delayed off of a Facebreaker. Damn, it's kinda hot. Glowing. Fran and Butler honestly don't need to come out until we're at 6 mana. Yeah. True. And by then they've used all their removal on way more important threats. That's fair. Okay. Okay, I can see what you're putting down. And again, no one's going to remove these two. What are they? Come on. Come on. Come on. As I said before, nothing bad happens. So, yeah, no, they're not going to remove Fran and Balthier and Fran. Ain't no way. Glowing gets more Magda triggers. I'm going to get triggered at this Magda glazing. Okay, well... We traded one card for another. We're still at 103. Depends on dorks. For which part? The turn you bring your commander in? Oh, yeah. I mean, our commander just doesn't need to come out until there's actually vehicles to do something with. Right? I don't need my commander on turn 3 if there's no vehicle that comes out on turn 2. Right? Like, literally, I don't. We don't need to do that. We got the heart of the cards. The heart of the cards will merely choose the cards we need to our hand. We need to take out 3 cards. Dodgy Jalopy. But it has trample. Oh. I misread this card the entire time. Its highest mana value? I thought it was highest power. Oh. Oh. I stop at 6? Oh, never mind. Yeah, that card comes out. I literally stop at 6. I thought it was power. I stop at 6. Yeah, that's not great. That's not good. I stop at 7 for Reaver Titan. Oh, was that? Oh, was that 7? My bad. You're right. Right. That's still fine. Yeah, I don't need it. Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. My 1/7 drop, and then my other 3 6 drops. If you draw half your deck, you have a higher chance of drawing other combo pieces. It doesn't make any sense. There's no way. Doesn't make any sense at all. Earth Rumbler. Earth Rumbler. Alright, 2 more cards. Question, Goblin Arachimancer better than one of your mana dorks since you don't have to tab for the ability? There's a lot of colorless cards in here, so it wouldn't, it's also, that's a fair question. I'm trying to think, I mean, yeah, all of these do have a color. Or a colorless with their color. So you're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Gasteel Thrill Roller. The red ones. ETB is a creature. Yeah, it's a 3 mana 5/3 with Trample Haste. That's really it. Like, there's literally nothing else special about it. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah. No, that was a fair question, Nova Galactic. Like, a super fair question. Honestly, I don't even think that it's a no. Like, I honestly don't even think that you're wrong. In fact, I kind of wonder if we're not going for, like, insane, ultimate, mega extra combat. Do I even need Miria? Wait, is it Mariah? I don't know. I don't know at all. Do I even need her? Does she even go here? I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'll use her ability once to, like, tap non-token artifacts to, like, play one additional, like, vehicle from my hand in a game, and then she'll just, like, never... Because then the rest of the game, the vehicles are attacking and stuff. After combat 2, your vehicles become card advantage in mana. Yeah. Less pilots if you tap them. Delay blast fireball synergy. Okay. Alright. Hey, I've been convinced. Mariah, if that is your real name, you get to stay. You are not eliminated. I'm moving the lightning deck to draft. See, I'm glad I made just one. I made one picture for this deck and then one picture for lightning. We're not doing lightning tonight because it's already almost 11. But I think Roaring Earth isn't doing enough good without landfall enablers. No, dude, our landfall enabler is just playing the game, brother. I mean, the thing is, if we get it late game, we could just... Ugh, God. We could do something fucking trash with it, I guess. We could make a pilot. We could make a pilot with it late game. A spirit pilot. A spirit bear pilot, if you will. It's not like... It's not a May like Bello. Bello's not a May. Toski might kill me. With what? With what? What would Toski do to me? Are you kidding me? What, am I gonna draw too many cards? What are you talking about? What would Toski do? Where even is he? What would this man's do? Yeah. It's not a May? Brother, if we can't deal enough multi-combat damage to someone's soul with these giant big booty artifacts, and we draw our deck out, a deck that does not have draw power other than Toski and Canoptic Spider, we have already lost. Nah, we're good, dude. We're so good. We're so good. We're so fucking good. We're fine. We're totally fine. That's literally not possible. No, we're good. Our opponents would have to have infinite life or something. And for some, we're like still playing. No, we're good. That's never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. Yeah, no. We're all good. We're all good. So 100 card deck, the chances of decking out is low, and we're just too good. And again, bad things don't happen to us. Come on. Bello can be Besaged? No. No, never one would ever do that. Saying King, thank you very much for the follow, buds. Chat, I appreciate you for being here, all of you. You're all heckin' cool. You're all cool, heckin' awesome. You should have a Besage instead of a forest. Oh, listen, I don't care about the lands. Like truly and honestly, like the package for lands, like these things here, these are all just for like, hey, if you're new to Commander, right? Like here are lands that you will likely see players play, right? You don't have to get a Rockfell Vale. You don't have to get any Stomping Grounds for this deck. You could just do a billion forests and a billion mountains. I don't give two fucks, right? This is just here to placehold. Hey, did you see a Rootbound Crag through like a pile of your stuff? Yeah, you want that for this deck. That's all this is. This is absolute placeholder, except for the real specific ones like Wild Roads, right? Like this is more specific. Hey, this makes pilots, huh? 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 So yeah, don't worry about that. Yeah, that's all whatever. I don't even care. Reliquary Tower being here, you hate it? I don't care. It's fine. Anyone, it's bad. I don't care. It's fine. Bello and Toski draw a lot. Honestly, mimicking, the reason that I have Reliquary Tower in like most every deck I have, other than this, just like it's a card that's just everywhere, is when I have the utter misfortune of going up against a group hug player or someone that's just forcing my own cards into my hand, which I hate, by the way. Truly, like, no joke, I hate that shit. And I refuse to let them make me discard cards because I hate them, so that's really what it's for. It's less about, like, if I get too many cards, like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? It's more about, like, when my opponents, shove too many cards in my throat. The thing is, you won't see both games, or even one, so I think you're running over nothing. Oh, the drawing stuff? No, yeah. No, yeah, mimicking, I big promise, like, I cannot, because, like, listen, like, one Brotherhood Vertibird is one card draw, but, like, X damage, right? Like, X amounts of someone's life is gone for one damage for one draw that, like, Toski would give us, right? I get that Toski's not a May. I get that there's sometimes, like, crazy situations where we have, like, 5 cards left, and I guess we lose by deck out. But the chances that happens is so absurdly low in a deck much like this that just doesn't even draw that much to begin with. Yeah, I think it's like so small, like so much of a not possibility that I would just consider it just like not possible. It might be the Vertibird. Yeah, I was thinking about the Vertibird. I want to see if I turn tags off. Do I sort by type? Yeah. If we look by type, it's like how many artifacts do we have? We have like 29. It's like a lot. Like that's not a small amount. We could put the artifact lands in here too if we just fucking felt like it. Like 29 is like, I mean, it's like a lot. 29, 30, sorry. 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 33. There's 33 artifacts in here. Oh, 33, yeah, 33 artifacts, yeah. Yeah. I think that's like a decent amount, and it's flying. He's not many card includes card draw. Please, you are undervaluing how much draw is in this deck. Good. I hope I'm undervaluing it. So this is a May, right? So one. I mean, I'll say that this is 2, right? Because we just pick one from this. So 1, 2. Three. 4. What's that missed? 5? 5 and 2 of them are Mays. Yeah, so 3 out of the... So there's 5 total, but 2 of them are May abilities, right? There's 2 more colors? Am I... Luvia... This is a May, so 6, but a May. And then... What's the other loot one? I mean, this is also a choice on our end, for sure, for sure. So 7 with 4 Mays. Yeah, right? Like, that's... Because I counted the Weatherlight, so... 7 with 4 Mays, and this is obviously a choice as well, so that's... Yeah, 7 with 4 Mays, right? Even the extreme scenario Tolsky seeing every hit forever, most of our stuff hits for like 5, that's 24 from the most extreme card draw. Yeah. And again, nothing bad happens to us. So, like, we're fine. Yeah, no, we're good. We're so good. Yeah, we need the boost that Toski gives. Yeah, I don't believe in a world where we don't deal enough damage, physical combat damage to someone's soul before we draw too many cards. And red-green, nah, yeah. It is true that I might be underplaying it, but I am underplaying it from just truly from my experience of just honest to goodness experience. I have not experienced that happening in a deck such as this. If I don't even experience that shit in Shurikai. That's like the point of the deck, is to draw, discard a bunch of stuff, and I don't run any sort of deck cyclers in that deck. I've never been close to drawing out, because I'll win before that. Yeah, I'll just simply win. I'll just simply win before that happens. Few enough scenarios, cards. Yeah. I'll just simply win before anything bad happens. Now, I do need to remove one more card from this deck, chat. One card gets the boot. One card. Shurikai is 1 per turn? 2. 2 is baseline, and it is a deck that untaps itself. It's not CDH, but like it does have the unwinding clock. It is trying to do it more often than not. We need one more card to take out, chat. This archetype of aggression kind of makes me... It's such a random card. Is there not anything else that gives trample? Don't we have enough trample? No, wow, we really don't. We really don't give trample, do we? Huh. I mean, we don't always need trample, right? Like, if we just kill our opponent's creatures to death, that means that they have less creatures to win with next turn. So it's not like trample's the be-all, end-all. In fact, because it's not the be-all, end-all, do we even really need to give it? Maybe it is the Roaring Earth. Yeah, plus and counters are probably just whatever. If we had the Theta, I would keep the, I'd keep the plus and counters going. Magnetic, since you removed Blast Act? Nah, what? I mean, I don't know. Yeah, the archetype of aggression kind of throws me. I don't know. I'm used to having just like an enchantment that just gives us trample, you know? Meta's removal, it is. And delayed blast fireball will still do above damage to someone, which will give us treasures as well. What is the least valuable card here? A basic mountain, I think, is the answer. But I suppose it's the Roaring Earth. Alright. Buggy, because we have the draw solved? No, the buggy's part of the draw. Buggy's part of the draw. Yeah, it's the Earth. It's the Earth. Only because we took the Thetacraft out. I foolishly took the Thetacraft out. That's gonna be my curse to bear. My eternal mistake was taking out the Thetacraft, alright? Oh, we have a Planeswalker that we could have proliferated. No, my Thetacrafts. Yeah. Alrighty. Alright. And there we have it. It's the perfect deck. It's the perfect deck, actually. In fact, it's so perfect that I'm going to click this playtest button, right? And it's going to be perfect. What's this? 3 lands? And an archetype? Fine. Draw for turn. Okay. That. Next turn. Play that. Play this. Next turn. Play this. How much do I care? Not enough, yeah. Next turn, play that. Just go over there. I will. Okay, so we're gonna pay 2 to do this. What do I do again? Draw a card. Oh, right. I don't make that until after, right? Okay, well, I'm not gonna do that. I mean, I guess I just play my commander. For how much? 3? Okay, yeah, we play our commander for 3. Crew the minecart and swing. Get a treasure. Damn, giant ass token. Alright, treasure. Treasure, cool. This is tapped. Alright. Next turn. Again, because nothing bad is happening to us. We haven't lost yet. 1, 2, 3. We will have to use Beast Within on something. We have 3 more mana. We can Archetype of Aggression. You at that treasure, get another treasure on swing. And swing. Draw. Beautiful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Reaver Titan. Cool. Draw. And even if something wacky tacky happens, right? Like something absolutely mad crazy. Like even if there was a board wipe of our creatures, which again, that wouldn't happen because we, nothing bad happens to us. This starts your engines here is a crap ton of damage, bro. A crap ton of damage right here, even if they were to remove. But as of right now, it's just like what I like 1, 2, 3, 4 for a buggy. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna put down natural growth on that shit. Bottom. Vehicle isn't tapped. Oh, that's so true. Invincible. Alright, cool. So that was 4, and then I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna swing with an extra combat. That's amazing. That's so much damage. We somehow didn't lose yet, but we would definitely lose this turn. Someone would definitely board wipe for sure. For sure. In which case, I think I would just replay Balthazar and Fran, quite frankly. Okay, yeah, I would replay For what? 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Cool. I keep that treasure. Replay for 5. Swing. Oh, I can only crew one thing. If there was some sort of board wipe. No, I was assuming that there was a board wipe. Sorry. I was assuming that there was a board wipe of some kind. Because this is when it attacks, I get a treasure. We could do some fucky shit with that. If we just had this much mana, it would cost 5 to get our commander out. I mean, okay, like, whatever. We had to recast our commander. It wasn't perfect, but whatever. Like, we swing this guy at a wiped board. We get unnatural growth out. Everyone's screaming, crying, pissing, shitting. They kill our commander again because, again, they fear us. They fear us, as they should. Start your engines. Crash out with the ass out. Boom. And then we win on turn 9. Which is honestly pretty good for this deck. I mean, that's, like, fine for this deck. Perfect. Yeah, we've made the perfect deck that can't lose. I'm pretty sure. I didn't see us come close to losing that time, so... Sure, draw. Let's put that shit in. I mean, technically it says... I'm not caring about the mana sequence here. Draw, or, next turn. Sorry. Put that back. Next turn, okay. It's a 3. Play that. Next turn, play that. Play you. Yes. Next turn, you. Next turn, damn. Not played a lot, but we do play a lot now, though. So, like, Sky Sovereign for, well, it's just straight up for 5, right? Sky Sovereign for 5. This gets a counter. Kill something. That's pretty cool. I mean, yeah, we get to remove one thing. We just hope that, I mean, like, you know, we do hope that we don't die right now, right? But, like, the vertebrae gets to swing for 2, whatever. But next turn, and yeah, this is slow. You know, like, I'll admit it. It's just a little slow. But as Walber did mention earlier, right? It's just like, we don't really need our commander out on turn 3. It can kind of happen whenever. So, 1, 2, 3 for our commander. And then we swing with Sky Sovereign, crewed by our commander. And then we get an extra combat and swing our commander again, remove 2 things, make deals with everyone. Everyone's happy that we're so cool and awesome. We took out a threat. This still has vigilance. That's kind of hot, actually, when you think about it. Or when you don't. Yeah, can't do more. Can't do more. We could exile the top. No, we don't want to do that. Alright, draw. Alright. Gimmick, have a wonderful night, bud. We're done for brewing tonight. This is the end of the night for sure. It is now 11 p.m. But I really appreciate you for coming by, Gimmicking. You were super awesome. And we made an unbeatable deck. Like, look, we're already winning. It looks 6 so far. Yeah, it's unbeatable. We haven't lost yet. We could do 1 and 2. Or actually, hold on. We could do 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 for the Nautiloid, and then still swing for double with our commander. Oh my god! Actually, we could have swung with. Oh no, I mean we could have swung with it for the bird too, but whatever. Cool. Yeah, that's good shit. Yeah, that's kind of hot. Yeah, this is kind of sick, actually. Gimmick Gang, thank you very much for the follow, bud. No, Theta is not unbeatable. That is true, actually. We would lose, actually, to a Theta. The Theta is actually the only thing that could kill us. So, as long as our opponent doesn't have one of those, we don't have to concede on site. But if, you know, if there is, then yikes. 7 lands. I mean, listen. Keep on swinging Sky Sovereign. No one ever removes it because it's too cool. And yeah, we just kind of get there. If there's anything that I do want, I think one E-Witness, or actually a land could be an E-Witness. We could just do an MDFC as an E-Witness. Never mind. What's the Balagad recovery? Boom. Balagad recovery. I take out the ugliest land I know. We'll take out one Reliquary Tower just for you. Alright, yeah, Balagad recovery. We still have 38 lands. Perfect. It's perfect. The deck is unbeatable. Other than to the Theta. Perfect. Alright, we've done it, chat. We've made the ultimate deck. I'm so glad that you decided on Balthazar and Fran. I thought the card was interesting. It is interesting, Jinx. It is interesting. I'm glad I chose this over Vaughn. As much as I wish Vaughn was more fun, it just isn't. he just isn't. Alright, chat. That's gonna be... I just want to finish these tags over here. Good pilots, green vehicles, mana dorks, mana rocks, protection, reanimate, reanimation. Those are the same words. Kind of crazy that I have them on separate things. Chat, be sure to drop a like, a follow, a subscribe if you liked everything that you saw here tonight. The next deck we're going to go over is Lightning from Final Fantasy XIII. That's the next tech after this. We're going to do one commander per Final Fantasy game. I know that the previews for Edge of Eternity start tomorrow, so we will be covering that as well. I think tomorrow is going to be gameplay at 6, and then after the gameplay we're going to cover the events of the panel on Tuesday. Need a list so I can start shopping around and saving. At coolstuffinc.com using code Kuro is where you're going to go, right? Right? That's of course where you're going to go. Yes indeed, of course. You would never go anywhere else other than your local LGS. There you go. It's going to be in the Discord too. Alright. Chat. This is going to turn into a YouTube video. Probably will start going up next week. I know it's kind of weird to have Final Fantasy decks and also Edge of Eternity decks going on, but you know, that's that dude. Listen, there's been so many Final Fantasy commanders that, like, you know, it's just gonna be that way. But when we're gonna start full brewing Edge of Eternity commanders when the set comes out, okay? We might do like some, you know, bits and smatters here of just like, oh, like, hey, here's a Alpha card, maybe we want this, here's like this and blah. And I'm gonna do some content on the side about them, but the full-on deck text that we're doing right here, that's gonna be when the set is fully out, so we have cards to go like, oh, Alpha Rael would want this card from, you know, the set that Alpha Rael's from, right? Like, I like to have the full picture of the set so we don't have to, like, kind of double back and stuff. If they got it, if they got what I need, why not? Hell yeah, thank you. Hey, appreciate it. Use code Kuro. But yeah, it was a fun deck. Tomorrow starts previews. We'll cover the previews. We'll have some gameplay. I gotta sit my ass down. Oh my god. Oh, my legs. Alright, it's time for me to chill with my homies. My post-stream chill time. And yeah, that's gonna be it. So chat, have a wonderful night. I appreciate you so very much. TikTok, have a good night. Boop boop. YouTube.